Last time on WTFisodes.
Give me your best Denzel Washington.
What?
Just do it.
What? He'll say something. He'll be like,
"Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want?" Wait, I'm not.
No one can do a good Morgan Freeman. Everyone that tries fails.
I always wanted to be Spider-Man thick. Not thick, but
I want to be Spider-Man thick.
he looks like small boy.
Yeah. And it was, I want to look small boy buff. I want to look as good as a small boy. I don't like this.
You're telling me that Spider-Man is a small boy buff. So what I meant to say, small man muff.
Small man muff? We're learning a lot.
WTFisodes, WTFisodes. You are tuning in to What the Episodes.
Hey.
The recap. Dude, the recap, the echoes kills me.
Dude, I knew you would love that because I was cracking up doing it last night.
Dude, the dark music is like,
dude, I love the everyone who tries fails. And then it cuts into me. I always wanted to be Spider-Man. And then that pause, dude, thick. It sounds so serious. It's all
sinister.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, before every episode, we're going to have like a recap. I don't know if we're going to use the same ominous music. I guess it really depends on, I just love like, just do it. Huh? What? Oh,
I'm still mad about that.
Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, that's the new setup. We're gonna start doing that, and I hope you guys who are listening enjoy that because the echoes of muff. And the funny thing is like it has nothing to do with what we talked about in the last episode. Like
no.
Nothing about Green Lantern, by the way, is what we talked about.
That's what we tried to talk about last time.
No, I mean we did talk about it.
It's true. I got like
it was 2 hours,
dude. There's stuff cut out.
Oh yeah, no, there's too much information. There's too much information in the Green Lantern verse.
Yeah. And I know all of it, and I'm not ashamed.
No, you should.
There's a question mark.
I
might be.
There's a little guilt with everything. You know.
Yeah, I know too much. I know too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing because I don't.
Right.
And I
love I can just sit and be like, hey.
So this is what the Green Lantern.
And then he just
yeah. So man, so yeah, Green Lantern was last episode. Check it out if you haven't already. Today's episode, guess what? We're talking about Venom.
Oh my God.
We're gonna talk about the movie that came out in 2018, and we're gonna talk about the new trailer that came out with Carnage.
Yes.
Woody Harrelson.
Be Carnage.
Dude, they back in the 90s, after Natural Born Killers came out, the fan casting for Carnage was Woody Harrelson.
Oh,
so all those old fans rejoice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, because he played like a mass murderer in that movie, and so I guess they're like, "Oh, this guy's a mass murderer, and so is this." But no, people are just excited about it just because he was really good at being crazy in that movie. He might as well just do that again.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Just channel his
Natural Born
Killers.
I just wish that they kept the wig on him. You know,
curly ass wig, dude.
they should have kept that shitty wig.
He shows up at the end. He shows up after credits of Venom. And he has like this Sideshow Bob wig on.
Yeah.
And total dick. He looks so stupid.
Oh my God. It's
was,
so bad.
It was clearly a wig.
It wasn't
it's all
good.
Plastic.
It was not good. If you haven't watched the movie, pause this podcast, go watch it really quick. That way you kind of, I mean, you don't have to. No. I mean, the movie itself, let's be honest, isn't a great movie.
No.
But it is a fun movie.
Yeah. And
true. I did enjoy it. I watched it again last week, and I didn't hate it.
No.
There are things that were just like, that's dumb. That's really stupid. Like, why? Why is that happening? But, you know, overall, the Venom character with Tom Hardy, who's the shit.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's great in everything he does.
Yeah.
He really is. Surprising. He's so good, dude.
And the thing is
he
like,
cares no matter what. You know?
I just think it's weird because I honestly don't feel like he's the best actor.
What?
Like, he's not the greatest actor.
You're out of your goddamn mind. Look at this. No. Yeah, hit it.
Okay, it's happening. Guess what? All right. This is the first versus.
Yeah, first versus Tom Hardy.
Yeah. So I made that button last week, and I've been wanting to press it for the longest time. And guess what? It's versus, baby.
Okay.
We said it was going to happen this week. It's happening.
Why? Okay, so why is Tom Hardy not the greatest actor? I say he might be top 5.
Top 5?
All time.
Oh, my God.
Dude,
all right.
Yeah.
All right, so how are we going to make this work? How does this versus work? We haven't even decided how this works. We just like the button. We just want to press the button. I just want to press this button. Yeah. By the way, that was me playing the guitar.
Yep.
It's not that hard.
I love it.
Anyone could do it.
I love it.
Also, that's me saying versus.
Yeah.
All the buttons are me saying something. Mm-hmm. I just think that I'm just,
because I know how to do nothing except talk.
All right, so this is why Tom Hardy is not the greatest, one of the greatest actors. He always puts a voice. You know what? I put him on par with Nicolas Cage. Okay?
Fuck you.
Nicolas Cage. Oh, by the way, we should have
like modern Nick Cage or like 90s Nick Cage
Nicolas
when he
Cage
was
in general.
Nicolas Cage is an Academy Award winning actor, dude.
Oh, you know what? You can buy
Have
those.
You seen whatever that movie?
What movie?
Leaving Las Vegas.
Was it? Mm-hmm. No, I did not.
It's good. Fine.
Oh, you watched it?
It's a 90s drama.
Oh, okay.
It's good about a guy killing himself on purpose with alcohol.
Okay.
And dude, Raising Arizona, that's what's up. That's Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
Anyway.
I did like Gone in 30 Seconds.
60.
Yeah. That way. No, sorry. Gone in 30 Seconds was like the sexual
Spoof?
version. Yeah.
Oh, was the porn?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the thing.
Nicolas Cage probably starred in that shit too. He'll star in anything here.
Done. It's called Done in 30 Seconds.
Yep. Damn. Well,
anyway.
it's easy because of Gone in 60 seconds. Came in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I feel like
better.
Yours were funnier, and then mine got gross because then we both got quiet. I didn't even laugh at it. I was just like, "That's the one that makes sense," and you're like, "Okay." So mine's the one that makes sense.
Yeah,
but it's not. I guess it's not fun. It's just gross.
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah, Tom.
Dude, Tom Hardy always has to put like a weird voice to things.
I think he has a weird voice. So I don't think that's on him.
That's another thing. He's got a weird voice.
So what does that have to do with his acting ability? He's a weird voice. So you don't like his voice, but that's not what the versus is about.
Do we really need to talk about Bane?
I like Bane.
For you, the people. It's a questionable voice for Bane. He was also like, wasn't Bane like Brazilian or something? Like, wasn't he like Hispanic?
I think the logic in that was that Bane is usually Latin American.
Yeah.
And the idea was they traced back more Latin roots. Latin people, I mean, Spanish, they're white.
Yeah.
You know? And there's a Latin type, like his accent was accurate for that because it's kind of like, what are they, like gypsy people?
Yeah.
That they're connected, you know, in a weird way to Latin. Like there is a reason for that accent that he thought very hard about, but that people make fun of forever. And, but it was thought of really well. It just, why didn't you could just
so
Latin
he's
American.
a
So they
terrible actor? Is that what you're saying?
No, nope. No. Dude,
he's always like doing something weird, and I get it, and like that's what I say that he's like on par with Nicolas Cage because
like,
Nicolas Cage, the bees scene. Have you seen the bees?
Nicolas
scene?
Cage is always just being Nicolas Cage in the movies, though. Tom Hardy's not always himself. Like you wouldn't even recognize him from Venom to Bane. No, unless you were told. You don't know that's the same actor. Not just because of the mask either. His whole body is different for that movie, right?
Yeah, he was built.
And then watch him in Inception, which was like 2 years before The Dark Knight Rises, when he played Bane. You would never know that was the same dude. Peaky Blinders, if you watch that show.
No.
It's Cillian Murphy's the main character. He's Scarecrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then Tom Hardy's one of the villains of that show for a while.
Interesting.
And he's amazing in that show, dude.
Okay.
So you versed me on Tom Hardy. You've seen him in 3 things. Maybe.
No, I've seen him in that UFC fighting movie.
Oh, dude, Warrior. That movie's dope.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Good. He's great in that movie, too.
I'm not, okay.
Dude. I'm winning.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm just saying that he acts different in every movie.
Yeah.
He physically and vocally changes himself, I guess, for every role. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
But he's also I feel like like an illusion. he's great, like, but then when you get close up, you're like, oh, you're really not that great.
Dude, nope. No. Okay. No.
All right. Well,
the only thing I've noticed is that a lot of his characters walk the same.
Oh yeah,
weird walk.
It's like a shoulder lead.
I wonder if he
leads
has
with his
an
shoulders.
issue with his back or something. Because I don't know. They're always like, and they're kind of hunched.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially you see it a lot when he's Bane.
Yeah. Do you think he walks
muscle,
like you know how people like sometimes walk like they got that goose foot or like that duck feet?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Walk. That's so weird to me. Mm-hmm. People walk like that.
I know. Like it never got corrected.
Toes first. Toes face forward.
But then you don't know what's going on inside the leg, dickhead. Like, they might be all messed up. You're sitting there going, "Why are you not normal?" Disabled. Jesus.
My bad.
I think you lose the verses because of that.
You know, I'll lose it. Okay. I'll lose the verses.
He's a good actor.
Concede. I understand that. He's good.
Who's better than him that's working right now?
Who's better than Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Nope.
What?
Leo sucks.
Leo sucks.
I'll say, okay, no.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I misspoke. Leo doesn't suck.
Okay.
And he's really good, dude. Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
That's the one he should have won
great.
for. Everyone knows he should have won for that movie.
Yeah, how did he not win?
I don't know.
But he won for, was that Bear movie?
I don't know what won in place of him. I don't remember who beat him that year.
I can't remember.
That might be the reason he didn't win. It was probably an awesome performance that we're forgetting about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he won for the Bear movie. I feel like he won because he didn't win for Wolf of Wall Street.
But that movie was really good too, and that had Tom Hardy in it too.
Tom Hardy's great in that movie, wasn't he?
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Anyway,
I've seen more than 3 movies with him in it. All right, I've seen his catalog.
I think it's something with you where you're not seeing Tom Hardy. We're like. Because you were like, he's like an illusion. You kind of get closer and you don't see him. You don't even notice he's in movies. You've seen all this shit with him, and he's so good that you don't even know it's him, my friend. He's that good.
Okay.
But anyway.
He's a chameleon or something. I don't know.
DiCaprio's great, but he never, like, is a character. Like, he doesn't change his voice. He doesn't change his body, his gait, his anything. He's just him. He's just really good at acting.
Yeah.
But it always is Leo. That's why he
Is it
never
though?
won.
What
Yeah.
about what was it?
Titanic? Yeah. He
Well,
was
not
Leo.
well, not. Well, I mean, that's what he's known for.
He's great in that movie. That's a great movie.
No, I'm thinking. What was that Quentin Tarantino movie? The Django. The Django.
The D is silent, hillbilly. Yeah.
Django.
Damn you, the Django. And he's like, D silent hillbilly, and like shoots him in the balls. Like, oh my God.
Dude, that movie. You know, I've only watched
love
it
that
once,
movie.
but I liked it a lot.
Dude, here's the thing with Django. That's implied. It's implied, and Tarantino has talked about it, and it's true, or like it was his intention for it, right? Where Django's a slave. Usually you get your master's last name. That's why there's a lot of black people named Jefferson
Or Smith.
Washington.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. But but Django, they don't really get into that with him. Plus, he's in between owners when he gets bought by Schultz, and then Schultz frees him.
Yeah.
And then, so he doesn't really have a last name. He's just Django.
Yeah.
But his wife is Broomhilda von Schaft, right? So her last name is her slave owner's, like her original slave owner's name, von Schaft, because they taught her how to speak German and all this stuff. Von Schaft, they're saying that Django and his wife, they make it out of that movie alive, right off into the sunset. And then he takes on his wife's last name since he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
So it's Von Schaft. And then eventually they lose the Von and it's Shaft. And he's the ancestor of John Shaft, dude. Yeah.
Way. What?
He's the ancestor of Shaft.
That's crazy.
And that was on purpose.
Wow.
But it's not in the movie. It's just awesome.
That is really cool. That's like what?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh, what a twist.
Yeah. And there's also comic books where Django teams up with Zorro. So what's up?
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool
That sounds
shit
awesome.
with-
Yeah.
Django's the shit, man.
Wow. Yeah.
That's the closest we're going to get to like Tarantino making a superhero movie. I love Django.
Yeah, Django's great.
He's a great origin story.
Yeah, and I think it was like the movie that probably said the most N-words in one.
Yeah. So you have to love it
N-words.
for that.
Yeah, but back to Leo, dude. Dude.
Okay, Leo.
Leo's better than Tom Hardy. That's it. That is it.
Get out of your own ass. There is no
What? Yo, are you serious?
There is no fucking way. He's always Leo. You always recognize him as Leo. Yes, in Django, he was Leo with a southern accent and brown teeth. Okay, but he still acted like Leo. And then when he's always screaming, like his voice is going out and shit. He's always just like, that's his. And he's anybody's really into it.
Yeah.
He's really good, but he is not a great actor. He is not great at acting.
Okay. I don't.
You just agree
I
with
don't
me
know.
every time.
I said okay. I didn't say I
No.
believe what
All
you're
right.
saying.
So,
I don't agree with what you're saying, but I think what you're saying is stupid.
Oh my god.
because
Leo is better than Tom Hardy.
he is.
You know what sucks is like in public opinion, there's no way I'd ever win because most people don't know who the fuck Tom Hardy is. They've seen him, but they don't know who he is because he's that good.
Oh my gosh!
Because you don't even know you're seeing him. He's so good. You're just like,
Okay.
oh my god, that's the character.
Oh,
he
please.
exists.
I feel like
and
you're-
then in
you're
the
a little
Leo
biased,
movie,
all right?
you're like, oh yeah, it's Leo. I'm gonna go watch a Leo movie because he's awesome, but he's not great.
What does that even mean?
He
He's
is
awesome, but he's not
he is
great.
Awesome. He's a great entertainer.
always great.
He is a great entertainer. He's
tell
fun
me
to
one.
watch, but
Tell
he's
me
not
one
great.
movie that he was in that sucked.
That sucked. That's
Yeah.
not. No, that's not.
That's
fair.
what I thought.
He didn't make the movies. He hasn't made shit. So what? Oh, dude, he's been in shitty movies like when he was younger, like before
Well,
Titanic.
that doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, okay. So I
That
can't bring up
you
those.
can't-
Can't bring up whatever horror movie. I think a Jason movie.
Oh please! You can't bring up Leo.
Okay, fine.
Prior to that
Prior
Titanic,
to
because nobody knew who
Titanic.
Leo was.
But it's not his. It's not on him that he's getting chosen for.
He was a kid actor.
What?
Was Tom Hardy a kid actor?
I'm sure they usually all are.
Maybe. but we're not talking about that.
Not
So you
everyone
can't talk
is.
about that.
Some
Even
people are
Leo
not.
was like a teenager and he was in Titanic. You know what I mean? Like he was still a kid.
I think he was in his 20s in Titanic.
Was he really?
Because that was
No.
around like Romeo and Juliet. That was the
No
same
way.
year, I think. Dude, he was in his 20s. He's like in his 50s, dude.
Is he in his 50s?
Yeah, he's older than us.
I went to school that used
By
to
a
like
lot.
parties with him.
He's not like
With the girl that was
he's
parties
not like
with him today.
10 years older than
she
us. I
did
think he's
party
a
with
bit
him.
more.
Yeah.
Like not a lot, but 15 years makes a big difference. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think I guarantee he was in his 20s
No way.
in Titanic.
All right, I'm looking this up.
Dude, look at him in that
I'm
movie.
looking
That's a
up
23
Leo.
year 23.
Leo. Do you think he was 23?
Yeah. Yeah. 22, 23. And you think
DiCaprio.
they hired a 16-year-old to be the lead in a giant movie like that where he could only work 4 hours a day or some shit? He was 23.
I mean, you're wrong.
How old was he?
22.
I'm like, I said 22, 23. I told you, dude.
All right. Okay.
I know Leo, dude. I love Leo. I'm just saying he's not like a great actor. He's not like Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's not a
Daniel
great-
Day-Lewis is the standard, right? For men.
I guess.
What? Jesus Christ. I think it's because you don't watch boring movies. Do you know what sucks is like most of the time if you want to like the best actors,
Yeah.
a lot of their movies are boring as fuck, but like they're really good in them.
Uh-huh.
Like There Will Be Blood is Daniel Day-Lewis's best performance, but it's like 4 hours and you're just like, oh my God.
You
But
said
it's great.
Emmanuel Day-Lewis is the
No,
standard?
Daniel Day-Lewis. What the fuck? Did you type in Emmanuel?
Emmanuel
You're like-
Day-Lewis,
you're like
and
this?
I was like, this guy's... he was in a TV show.
Yeah.
He was in what show was it? Was like
Tiny guy.
It was. He was
I'm talking about the greatest actor to ever live, and you're bringing up this tiny Negro.
Hey, if you don't know who Emmanuel Day-Lewis is, look.
Is it Day-Lewis?
I
Or is
don't
it
know.
just
It's
Emmanuel? I think
Lewis.
it's Emmanuel Lewis. Yeah.
Dude, I was like, who's Emmanuel Day-Lewis?
I'm like, that's
I can't
the
remember,
standard, bro.
Oh,
he? What was
oh
he
my
in?
God, I'm crying.
What was he in?
He was in Webster.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, dude, Webster's the standard, right? Oh no! Shit. Oh no! He spilled a drink.
Oh my God, I gotta get it. I gotta
My
get it.
God.
Hold on, we're taking an intermission.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, we're back.
Man.
Emmanuel
Yeah.
Emmanuel
Okay,
Lewis.
Daniel
Daniel.
Day-Lewis. Like we're talking Last of the Mohicans. Let There Be Blood. That's a huge one. I'm pretty sure he won Academy Award for that one. Whatever his new Academy Award was for. that fucking sewing movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called. Oh God. Oh dude, with Leo in Gangs of New York.
Oh yeah.
He's the villain.
Dude, I love Gangs of New York.
And then Gangs of New York is a piece of shit. I'm just gonna say. But
You son
it's
of a.
not
Wow.
it's not that good. Okay? It's fine.
Okay, it's not that great, but I enjoy. I
But
remember
there's
the
good
first time
stuff
I
in
watched it.
There's like
first,
it's badass. is
Yeah,
the
it's
thing.
badass.
Yeah.
That's what.
But
Dude,
it's
when
not
he busts out
good.
the cleavers, dude, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Just love meat cleavers, man.
Like it's just weird, and it was made. It's so weird. It has like the top actors, and I think it was directed by Martin Scorsese, but it doesn't feel like a Scorsese movie. Like Scorsese movies are usually super realistic.
Yeah,
You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's such a weird director.
Isn't Scorsese like, I don't know, is he?
1,000 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't he have like some kind of like pedophilia thing going
No,
on?
you're thinking of oh my God, the guy that did The Pianist and Chinatown.
I don't know.
What is his name? Roman Polanski is who you're thinking of. Martin Scorsese is just this small Jewish guy
Yeah.
who makes great movies. He did Goodfellas. His newest big hit was Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, yeah.
Like he's like in his 80s and his movies still are awesome.
Yeah.
It's so weird how that works. Like
when you're good at something, man.
Miller, what's his name? His last name George Miller. He's been around forever. He did the Mad Max trilogy back in the day in the 70s.
Okay.
And he in his 80s. Before that, and then he did the Mad Max trilogy, and then he did the Happy Feet cartoon films, dude. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to make an action movie. He's in his 80s, maybe 70s, and he made Mad Max Fury Road. It's like, what?
Yeah.
This old guy,
Dude,
like
that
he
was
can
great.
just
That movie was great.
Still kicks ass.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
think I just feel like it's like any type of art, you know, like you know the elements,
Yeah.
you know, you have the paintbrushes, you have the palette, and you just know how to use them,
Right.
You know,
some people just
they're
inherently know how to do that.
It doesn't matter if it's like new technology or old technology, like you just
You'll
them,
adapt and
Yeah, they'll adapt
Oh,
and
this
just
does
make-
this part of my job. Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah,
that makes
it's
sense.
like, oh, I can make things like more explosions. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
Oh, yeah.
Just make it.
I think when
Michael
he made
Bay.
Fury Road, he was like, this is what I wanted the Mad Max movies to look like initially. You know, he focused a lot on that, on like all these weird elements of this stuff. There's all these backstories for all his villains, and then Max, barely in that fucking movie. Dude. Tom Hardy.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
up?
That's another
Dude, do you
movie.
like him more than you thought? Dude, I'm getting in your head.
No, you're not. You're not getting in my head.
Tom Hardy, Mad Max. Dude, he's everywhere. He should be way
what's
more
funny?
famous than he is.
Yeah, I
What
think.
the fuck? He's in such big movies.
Oh yeah, I think it's kind of
or
funny.
maybe it's in my head that he's not famous. Maybe
He's
people-
really famous.
Maybe people know who he is.
love Tom Hardy.
He's awesome.
Yeah, that's why he's the worst actor.
Get that makes he's famous, so he's what? Then Leo is the worst of all time. He's probably the most beloved actor in history. People love that guy.
Yeah, I guess.
They still think of him
I
as
do
this
like me some
young,
Leo.
cool guy, and we all look away when he's like hanging on these 19-year-old girls and stuff.
yeah.
But like he's 50. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not the Leo that we remember.
Yeah, I saw an article with Matthew
we don't
Perry.
care.
Like hitting up like 19-year-old girls. Like
Yeah,
on
and
some,
people are
dating
like,
app.
ew, look at Matthew Perry, this old piece of shit. And I'm like, yeah, look at Leo too. Leo's worse.
He parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
still
we
partying.
think of
It's so
him
crazy.
as being young because he never stopped partying, I think. But he's not young, dude.
Yeah, he's not.
But he looks great. I mean,
Yeah.
So it's hard to remember.
I'm surprised he's not in the MCU yet for some reason.
I think he's not interested.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
And then like Scorsese hates the Marvel movies, and that's his buddy.
Yeah. He's said
in
some shit.
Scorsese
Yeah.
movies all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like most of Leo's career is Martin Scorsese. You know,
Yeah.
there really is Gangs of New York, like we said, and whatever, Wolf of Wall Street. I can't remember that fucking movie's name. And then there's one in between. Oh, The Departed.
Oh, I love that movie.
You know?
That movie's so good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, you don't like The Departed?
I think it's awesome, and everyone in it is probably doing their best acting that
Yeah.
they've ever done, dude. Alec Baldwin's so
Dude,
funny in that movie.
Even
But-
Wahlberg.
Yeah, Wahlberg's great.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, it has a weird structure. It's a movie thing. As a
Yeah, okay.
movie, I don't
Okay.
think it's as good as it could be. Like, I
Really?
don't care about him having this love story in the background either, but whatever. But I don't know.
I think I feel like you need that. So then when everything goes down, there's like a, you know.
I don't,
like a
because I
turning
felt like
point.
I was already on his side.
Well, I mean,
You know,
I don't
'cause,
think
like,
love
he's
stories are supposed to
losing his
make
mind.
you. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
it is.
they're
It's
supposed to make you.
Any kind of like love story written into a movie, or they say it's like saving a cat from the tree. You know what I mean? Like it makes
supposed to
you
humanize.
care about the
Yeah.
character. Oh, they're a person.
Yeah.
No, think about every other character in that movie. It never shows them with a love interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's for that, and it didn't need it.
Yeah.
And then the movie's weird, and then it ends with a rat like walking across. Like, yeah, we get it. This movie was about rats. We get it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
but it is a. I think it's a really good movie.
Okay, that's all I
It
wanted
just
to hear. I
was-
just wanted you to say it was a really good movie.
It should have been a 10 out of 10, and it's like a 7, 6.
Whoa. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
it's like
It's not as good as it could. It's not as good as Wolf of Wall Street. It's not as good as Goodfellas.
I've never seen
Same director. That's why
Goodfellas.
I'm.
Yeah.
You've never seen Goodfellas?
No, I've never seen
Dude,
it.
it's good now. And it was made in the early 90s. and it feels like it was made now.
Really?
That's when you know a movie's great,
Or just
when you're
timeless.
watching it and it doesn't seem dated.
Yeah.
You know, and like maybe the technology and shit, you know what I mean? But even when but the thing that helps that movie is even when it was made, it was set in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine. You know what I mean? It's like it was made in the 80s or 90s, I don't remember, and it takes place in the 50s.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay. You can always get behind that, like a period piece like that, because they don't age.
Yeah.
I think the greatest movie, I don't know why I'm bringing this podcast down, dude. We're like supposed to be joking around, and I'm going to bring up my favorite movie of all time, greatest movie of all time, Schindler's List. But it's like, you don't want to watch it anymore. Like, it's not one that you're like, I'm going to pop in Schindler's List.
I've never like sat down and like watched it. I've always caught it and watched it, you know, and I don't really remember too much.
I think it's the best movie ever made.
Yeah, I just remember
perfect.
I just remember like the gold where they're like
at the end.
Yeah, well, no, where they're grabbing,
pulling the gold from the
walls and stuff. Yeah, or there's that guy. Wasn't there a guy like underneath his bed, like trying to hide or something?
Dude, there's a scene. Why are we talking about that? There's a scene.
I don't know. You brought
there's
it
a
up.
scene during the Holocaust. I don't know why you want to talk about this. Where
you don't have to. Hey,
where
I'm gonna censor you right now.
A town gets raided.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of people hiding in different places, and they all get murdered.
Yeah,
by the Nazis, and
yeah. I just
Do
remember being really bummed out.
you know who's a good actor that should have had more roles? I'm thinking because of Schindler's List. He's
Beyonce?
like he's the main villain of Schindler's List, kinda. I mean, he's the one they focus on. It's Ray Fiennes. He's like Voldemort, and
okay,
that's what you know him. I know him from Schindler's List.
Okay, all right. You're more
sophisticated, but also depressing. Like,
yeah,
it's just the best movie ever made. We can cut all this out.
Now we're gonna leave it just to bum everyone out.
I know.
Yeah,
because then all the people are gonna be like bummed out that I'm talking about it.
You know what?
And then the people that have seen it are gonna have like picture it in their heads.
You know
like,
who wouldn't adapt in this film? Tom Hardy.
Dude, he would have been great in that
No,
movie.
he wouldn't.
I guarantee he could play.
Way.
Dude, he
would have made a weird voice.
Clean up. No, he probably would have. He probably would have just had a German accent.
He would have had a really terrible German accent. I am Tom Hardy's.
What the I think
I am the Tom Hardy's.
Oh, yeah. He would just come up and he'd be in a Nazi uniform, but be, oh yes.
Oh, the Jewish people.
The Jewish people think that darkness is their ally, but I was born in the dark, molded by it. I didn't see the light. The Jew didn't see the light till it was already a man.
It wasn't until Führer. Führer.
Jesus Christ. We can't fucking air this.
What? We're trying to speculate how Tom Hardy would be in Schindler's List. That's it.
He'd be great in it. Promise. Because in serious movies, he gets real serious. He wouldn't do a weird voice. And I don't think, and Spielberg is the biggest, maybe greatest director of all time.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
Over Michael Bay, dude?
Dude, you gotta be kidding. Michael Bay's the worst director. Michael Bay's made like 100 movies, and he has like 3 good ones. And they're only good. They're only good as like guilty pleasures.
Yeah,
you know, Bad Boys 1 and 2. What's up, dude? Bad Boys 2. People shit on because it's bad.
Yeah,
but it's so badass. Like, dude, as I was watching, I could not believe like how big the action got in a Bad Boys movie. The first one was mostly a comedy.
Yeah,
and it had like 2 shootouts, and they were 90s style, so they weren't that spectacular. And then the second one, like it had. He's like jumping out of the car. Not Will Smith. Like Martin Lawrence jumps out of the car, and there's just bullets flying everywhere. The trees are getting cut in half. I was just like, "Oh my god!" And then the movie kept going, and then cars are exploding.
Yeah, that's Michael Bay, dude.
That is
Michael Bay.
I think that's when he turned into Michael Bay.
Oh,
I think Bad Boys 2 was his first like. Finally, I have what I want. Moment, you know, because they were never that big. Yeah, back in the day, his movies, but then Bad Boys 2 exploded, and then what gave him the free range to do it was doing Transformers because he just do whatever you want.
We gotta do an episode on Transformers.
Guess
You guess?
dude, I don't want to talk. I don't want to watch those, dude.
What?
I don't want to watch those movies.
Oh
dude.
man, Transformers was such a big part of my life.
Yeah, I guess. I never. Do you know what's funny is I missed it.
What?
Yeah, I knew about it, but I never cared
About Transformers?
about Transformers.
Really?
Like I knew who Optimus Prime was. I knew Beast Wars.
Yeah, Beast Wars was dope.
I knew Beast Wars.
Dude,
but
that series is great.
I
If
think
you
that's
can
all
find
I
it,
knew. I think I just, as a kid, was asking around because there wasn't internet, you know?
Yeah.
Well, there was, but it sucked. But like, as asking around, I swear, I just found out things like, oh, okay, Optimus Primal, okay.
yeah.
And then like Megatron, he's just called Megatron.
he's a
stupid.
T-Rex, but he's just
And then
Megatron.
later he's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be a T-Rex. And then
Yeah.
later he upgrades to being a gun that can't fire itself.
Yeah.
Someone else shoot him. It's so stupid.
Well, that's
Why would
one
you
of-
not turn yourself into a gun that you can control? He's like, all right.
Are you talking about? You're talking about Beast Wars?
No.
Oh, you're just talking about
Transformers.
Oh,
in general.
yeah.
Because if Beast Wars is part of the canon,
Yeah.
then it's
Dude.
millions of years
Yeah.
before. And
No. It's after.
Right?
Beast Wars is after.
Well, the Earth is just
Oh,
dead?
so get
Oh
this.
my God, I can't believe it.
Beast Wars, dude, happens later on after like the whole Transformers series because they tie it in. It's really cool how they tie like Beast Wars is such an underrated series because they do tie it in with the original series and they find the original Optimus Prime and Megatron and like
So they're not even the real ones?
no, not the real ones.
Oh.
Yeah. So they end up finding the original ones, and then they like Optimus and Megatron like gain the sparks of like the originals, and then they transform into like these new beings.
Like, they're both now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's crazy. Like they find the ship of like Optimus, and they whatever. It's really deep, and it's one of those stories that like ties everything together, and it's great. It's awesome. Anyways, I don't want to get too into Transformers.
Yeah.
because I love
think
that.
we hit stuff every time where we're like, oh, I know a lot of it. Like, what did we just say?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I miss Transformers big time. I don't know what it was. I think
You're not into
maybe
mechs.
it was
That's
I didn't get
right?
I didn't get the toys.
Yeah.
And so
You
I
never
was
had the
like,
toys?
No.
But dude, you missed out.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved them.
I think I had a couple Beast Wars toys, but they were never like, I never had like Optimus Primal. I always had like, oh, I got the bug, and then like Rat Trap.
Dude, Rat
And the
Trap was
Rat Trap was dope, but the Rat Trap toy was balls, dude. It just was like a rat, and then you would when it would transform, it was a rat with wheels. Like, it was such a garbage toy. It didn't even look like him.
Dude, the Rat Trap, he had a New York accent.
Yeah.
He just walked around.
Well,
Yo, Optimus.
that's all of them, dude. Like in the Michael Bay movies, like they're all just caricatures of whatever.
Yeah.
But then, at least in those, they can be like, they got it from the internet.
Yeah.
That's all they say about it. They became racist caricatures out of because
Jazz
of the internet.
was like the obvious black character.
Yeah. In the first one, dude, and then the second one, there was those two that had like big lips and like
gosh.
big.
The second Transformers was so bad, dude.
Well, it's 'cause
I mean, let's
it was
be honest.
one of those movies that was
They all
cobbled.
were bad
It
after
was
the first
cobbled
one.
together
Yeah.
from different stuff because of the writer's strike.
Oh,
The writer's
okay.
strike. So every movie that came out that year was really garbage unless it was already being made.
Yeah.
Because they like still had to put them out,
Yeah.
but the writers couldn't work on them.
That's so crazy.
So a lot of them were like half written. Like, I think the second one was like they had a bunch of ideas but no real script, and then they just okay, well, let's just make this whatever, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so
it's just
bad.
nuts.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I think the best Transformers movie is the third one,
The third one.
Dark of the Moon. Yeah. I think it's awesome.
Wait, is
Dude,
that?
that fight at the end in Detroit, when like I think it's Detroit, when it's like the city's falling apart and they destroy
okay.
everything. Like, ugh.
Is that the
Good.
one? Yeah, yeah. So there, dude. That was. There's so many parts in that movie that were just there's no point.
Is
that? Yeah. There's. Like, oh my gosh. I can't. I'd have to rewatch it because I remember that fight when they're fighting in the city.
It was cool because it was like the fight was beginning, and then it cut to black, and then it opens up on the city already destroyed, and you're like, oh shit, because they took over. Like it showed him starting to, and then it cuts to black, and it's apparently been a few weeks, and everything's just wrecked.
Yeah,
and they have to save the day before whatever MacGuffin the bad guy has. Every Transformers movie, I haven't seen the 4 and 5, but they're all just, we got to get this thing away from the bad guy.
Yeah. It's always Megatron or something.
Yeah. It's always like, it was Megatron, and then it became like another bad guy. Every other one, it's always a bad guy, and then Megatron's trying to usurp that. And then so you defeat the real threat, and then we also got to shoot Megatron. He's always an afterthought. You know what's crazy? He's never that menacing.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't the first one.
Yeah.
He's the main villain. And then Shia LaBeouf kills him. And then the second one...
Give me the cube, boy! Put the cube into my chest.
Like always do. But,
wait, that's how Megatron died.
Well, because Optimus... The plan... Why do I know this?
Wait. Do that voice again. Do that...
Sam. Optimus Prime.
Dude, it's so good.
Hey, I do have an impression.
Yeah, that's so great.
It's not Denzel. It's not Morgan Freeman. It's Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime.
This is a message to all the Autobots outside in the stars.
Dude, every movie ends like that. All of them end like that. Every movie is a new bad guy that was frozen or lost or whatever, shows up to Earth.
Yeah.
Megatron's already there doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know? And then they have to defeat the real bad guy, the Fallen, or whoever Leonard Nimoy played in the third one, whatever he was called, Sentinel Prime. Why do I know? And then
how do you know? Like, I feel like you know more than me about the movies.
Because the third one's my favorite movie of those. So I just remember things from it, I guess.
Yeah. Is the third one with Mark Wahlberg?
No. It's still Shia.
Sam?
It's Shia's last one.
Sam. Give me the...
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Put the Allspark into my butt.
Like, but he's so childish. This is a dumb joke. But he's like, what?
Put it into my butt, Sam.
but Optimus, I can just give it to you. Into my butt, Sam. Into it.
And like, and I don't know, those movies are weird, and they really overpower Optimus to the point where he's always like stuck in something. Like, in the third movie, he can fly. Like, he has a sword and he can fly. He's ready to rock and roll.
He's like a knight.
And then he gets the third one. That's not the knight one, dude.
Oh, it's not.
No, I think that's the fifth one. I haven't even seen it. But no, the third one is pretty basic.
Yeah.
It's just Transformers versus Transformers still. Those first three, and then the other ones are the ones that get weird.
Yeah.
But then, no, he has, because he got a sword and wings from that one dude, like from a different one that gave him his parts. But he's flying around and he's like ready to kick ass, and then he flew into some cables. And I'm not kidding. I think he's stuck in those cables for 20 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
One time it cuts back, and he's like, oh! Like, what?
Sam, into my butt, Sam.
He should be strong enough to break a cable.
Yeah.
Like, he's so dumb.
Dude.
And then he shows up and kills the bad guy. And that Optimus is a psychopath in those movies.
Well, yeah.
He just is like, the second movie, he's just like, now give me your face. And he cuts off the bad guy's face to kill him. And then the third one, Sentinel Prime. It's Leonard Nimoy voicing him. And Sentinel Prime's like, no, like crawling away. He's given up. And he puts his hands up and then starts moving away from Optimus. He's crawling and he's like, no, please. And Optimus fucking shoots him in the face. It's like, holy shit.
Oh, we should do like a fast clip of just Optimus being the most brutal.
Dude, he's hardcore.
Hey,
he doesn't give a fuck.
Thing
like,
is,
if you turn against the Autobots or Earth, he's going to execute you. You're not going to Autobot jail. There's no such thing.
Hey,
you're going to get executed.
Yeah. Well,
dude.
I mean, that's why they call him Prime.
Yeah.
I mean, in like the series, like the cartoon series and whatever series that come out, he's actually like a really good guy. Like he won't kill anyone, you know?
No, humans.
Yeah.
But
well, no,
if you're an Autobot, he'll cut your fucking face off.
You mean what?
I'm talking about Optimus Prime.
Yeah, you said if you're an Autobot, he'll cut your face off.
No. What?
There's Autobots and Decepticons.
Just if you're a Decepticon, he'll cut your face off.
Yeah.
Oh, he would never hurt an Autobot, the people that he
yeah, he's
leads,
part of the Autobots.
or humans also kind of, he's in charge of that.
Yeah.
And then if you're against him, he'll cut your face off.
Well, in the movies,
he's
he'll cut your face off.
Yeah, he's like different.
In the shows, he would never,
right?
he would never cut someone's face off.
Just execute a guy that's like, please, no, God. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Unicron, please.
Oh,
Unicron, why?
Oh, I have kids. It just blows his
Also,
fucking brains
if
out.
you don't know, Unicron.
So movie Optimus is nuts compared.
Yeah.
It's just weird that they're voiced the same.
I love how
he feels like it's like he feels like he's the Optimus Prime we know.
Yeah.
Because of the voice, but he's not. He's a cold-blooded killer.
I love how we started with, we have to do a Transformers episode, and
now
you're
we
like,
can't
I don't
shut
want
up.
to talk about Transformers, but let's talk about
the third movie, bro.
Sam, put it in my butt. Put the cube in my butt.
The cube. And like, there's always some kind of MacGuffin too. That's why every movie's the same shit. Like the Allspark, the Matrix of Leadership. They're basically the same thing.
Yeah. Oh God, dude, we need
whatever
to do
whatever the portal things were to bring Unicron.
Yeah.
Or no, it wasn't Unicron. He was just bringing their planet.
Yeah.
Because Unicron is Earth or some crap in those movies.
Is it?
Yeah, dude. I haven't seen
Unicron
but I know they
was
talk
supposed
about
to be
it.
their planet.
No.
Am I just backward? I'm so backwards.
It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Unicron is some other thing. It's a transformer that's a planet.
Yeah.
And then it's not their home planet. Their home planet's whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I guess I'm not a fan because I can't remember any of these things.
But it's kind of one of those things that we just can't remember. Anyway, back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you know that Tom Hardy is in the Transformers?
No, he's not.
That's how good he is. You just don't know.
Well, there you go.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I mean, he should be in it because it's that bad.
No. Oh my God. No, I won the verses, so you can't say that shit. But I'll concede the Leonardo DiCaprio shit.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
He's fine.
All right, we're 1-1. We'll find another verses as we keep on
You know
going.
what's fucked up? Okay, tell me this.
Okay.
We're supposed to be talking about Venom.
Mm-hmm.
Venom.
Come get him.
I can't believe that happened, that song. But but
knock knock. Let the devil in.
Dude, I'm reading. Venom is ranked as the 22nd best comic book villain. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's by IGN. Phoenix Force, 9th. How the fuck is the Phoenix Force better than Venom? Phoenix Force is, without a host, is barely a character.
Yeah.
I mean, I get they're both symbiotes.
So they're not even talking about Phoenix.
No,
they're just talking about the Phoenix
Force is 9th.
Well, in the movie, they said the Phoenix Force destroyed a planet, right? Their planet, the aliens' planet.
But this isn't the strongest villains. It's best.
Also, another fart cloud, but just sparkly, right?
Yeah.
Can we just be honest that the movie industry has a thing for just floating?
Okay,
farts.
I haven't seen
space.
Dark Phoenix. Is the Phoenix Force another cloud?
Yes.
They didn't learn?
It's just it looks like a solar flare, but it again just looks like a fart cloud.
Why wasn't it just a firebird?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Well,
it would give away what the Dark Phoenix is, which makes no sense because the movie is called Dark Phoenix,
and it wouldn't give anything away. It'd just be scary that they're in space. There's flames shaped like a bird.
Nope.
So it'd be scary.
Nope.
And it could look cool with modern special effects.
No.
So solar flare hits Jean in that movie?
Yeah, so
then is it X-Men 3 again? Is it The Last Stand again, dude?
You know what? It's I don't understand why they decided to do the Phoenix story again. Why? There's no point.
I think they were like, well, we're going to do it right.
Nope.
And then they gave it to a director who's never directed a movie before.
Oh, God.
He's a writer. He's been part of the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
The movies for a long time, but he's never directed.
Maybe in his head,
dude.
he thought he was doing a great job, and he thought he was going to, this is great.
I have all these great actors.
And guess what? No.
That's a bummer.
I felt like the characters were out of character, for sure.
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So it starts out with like the whole shuttle mission, right? Going to space, doing some stuff. Did they
at
shuttle
least go in the X-Jet?
Yeah, they go in the X-wing.
Yeah,
dude.
big X-Jet.
Is it X-Jet, not X-wing?
X-wing is Star Wars.
Oh,
X-wing.
God, what is
That's
wrong
Luke
with me?
Skywalker's ship.
X-Jet. Yeah, so they go in the X-Jet.
Go in the
Oh my God, why
X-Jet.
am I so stupid?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I think it's called like the Blackbird or something.
Yeah, no. Is it
They have a
Blackbird?
name, dude.
I thought it was X.
Or am I just thinking of real planes?
I think the Blackbird is actually
Whatever,
a real
the
plane.
X-Men jet.
Yeah, the X
they
Blackbird
have.
jet.
Dude, the jet that they have, because Beast can
Yeah.
do anything. Dude, Beast, I fucking hate so much in movies, like, this person is a genius.
Yeah.
So they are a genius at every
Everything.
scientific
Yeah.
field. That doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, he's a doctor.
Dude,
he's
there's
an
other
inventor.
mutants they could have had. Why don't they just say, why don't
Yeah.
they just have Forge be there? Forge can make anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you told him to make a jet like that, he would know how to do it and the
Yeah.
others could help.
Mm-hmm.
So have Forge be there.
Yeah.
But
Well,
they're like,
you
no,
know.
Beast, build it all, baby.
Yeah, Beast does everything. He literally is the doctor that like administers everyone. He's also the inventor. He's also the mechanic. He's
Dude,
everything.
Doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, it's stupid.
A doctor, if you're a genius and better than
Yeah.
anyone at it, that's all you've been studying.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you're really smart,
But
you
maybe
still
that's
have
just
to
him.
study
though.
it.
I mean, I get it.
He can be a tinkerer and like help around, but
Yeah.
there's no way he would be able to build a fucking jet. Like, you can't go see a doctor and be like, hey, you know how to build a jet? He doesn't know how to
But
build a
hey,
jet.
he's also a blue beast. So I mean, why not give him
You
more
think
things to do?
it's his animal instincts that
Oh,
are
yeah.
helping him build jets?
By
You
the
know what?
way, the
I
fighting
don't know why
scenes
it
in
just
this
bothers
movie
me.
were really just lackluster. And
Did they even have a good Quicksilver scene? Because that's the
they
shit.
did. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they had like two really cool Quicksilver.
Because
scenes.
Quicksilver is the best
He's
of
so
them.
cool. He's the coolest for sure,
Dude,
so
he's
cool.
so Did you real quick. Did you watch WandaVision?
Yeah.
They ripped us off. Dude, they screwed us on that movie or on that show.
Why?
Because when
Oh,
Quicksilver
yeah.
shows up, it's Evan Peters, and it's so I got fucking pumped, dude. I was
Yeah.
like,
X-Men.
I didn't think the X-Men were going to be the same actors or anything. I just was thinking he's from the different universe
Yeah,
because
Sony.
she's going to be in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And then he's somehow from that.
Yeah.
He's our X-Men Quicksilver because he has the powers.
Yep.
But
And even
he's
dressed up
in
like
the
him.
wrong place, and that's why he can't remember things. You know,
Yeah.
something's wrong. He's being controlled.
Yeah.
But he is the real Quicksilver from the X-Men universe. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, no, do you know what his name is? Boner. He's just Boner. He's just a joke.
LOLs.
And then the directors were like, we didn't want it to be like a gimmick. That's all it fucking was.
Yeah.
Then
It was like
why
yeah.
hire Evan Peters?
Yeah.
That was just a gimmick to get
Yeah.
people excited, and then it equaled Boner.
Nothing.
Here's a get it? Yeah, I get it. His name is Ralph Boner.
Ralph
Great.
Boner.
What a fucking ripoff, dude.
Yeah. But anyways, back to this movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
it was
We're talking about Dark Phoenix instead of Venom this week.
Well, we're just Dark
I think
Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix upset you so much that we're here. Okay, we'll just talk about it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's just
I didn't
like
watch it. I've seen some scenes.
So the thing is, I'm just gonna skim through it really
Yeah.
quick because it's a whatever movie. Like if you want to watch it. They just made Professor Xavier kind of like an egomaniac essentially. Like, oh, the president's, I'm cool now, like, yeah, I'll send my team, I'll put them in danger. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna cut in. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You're never gonna get through this fucking synopsis. That makes no fucking sense. You're right. The characters are off then because the best X-Men movies, in my opinion, I do love like some of the originals. I love 1 and 2.
Yeah.
but like they're dated.
Yeah.
You know, there's stuff about them. But I really loved First Class.
Oh, First Class.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I loved the relationship with Magneto and Charles. It was so smart. And the actors are so good.
Oh,
it's
way good.
Crazy.
McAvoy.
Like, McAvoy is great. Oh my God, he's so good. Anyway, but anyway, in the next movie, it was Days of Future Past. There's a whole moment where Xavier saves both timelines by realizing he needs to let go, but also realizing his power.
Yeah.
Because he, through like time travel bullshit, they have a scene with young Professor X, James McAvoy, and Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
And he tells him, he's like, because he's talking about why he cut his power off, because he can hear all the pain from these people. But he can also feel it. He feels the pain of everyone on Earth.
Yeah.
Because he's that powerful.
Yeah.
And then the older child, Patrick Stewart's like, that's our gift, is to bear their pain.
Yeah.
And then now he's just like, yeah, fuck everyone.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
That was the best moment in that movie. I love Charles Xavier so much as a character that I teared up when those two were even just together.
Yeah.
Even though I knew it was going to happen.
That was great.
But it was such a good scene.
Days of Future Past,
to hear
right?
his power, yeah, it's Days of Future Past. But to hear that's our gift, to bear their pain.
Yeah.
And that's when the younger one stops taking the drugs so that his powers come back. And then he starts bearing the pain of everyone on Earth.
Yep.
That's Professor X's power.
Yeah.
It's not just I'm a psychic and I can make you do things. It's I'm bearing the pain of everyone and I'm helping everyone all the time.
Yeah.
At all times. And then in this movie, he's just, I'm a cool guy now.
Yeah.
And you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So they made Raven.
That makes no sense.
Mystique's character.
They ruined Mystique in those
gosh,
movies, though. Why is she
dude.
so heroic and weird? Like
she's
and
not
why
like
was,
that. She was
why
never
was
like that.
everything based on her? It's just because it's Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Like in Days of Future Past, yeah, they have to stop Mystique from killing someone because she's the key. Fuck Mystique, dude. Like she's just a bad guy.
Yeah.
She's like a side bad guy.
Yep.
She got popular because of
Jennifer Lawrence.
Well, yeah, but because of the cool makeup they put on Rebecca Romijn.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Famous, yeah.
So they changed her and she was kind of cool, you know, but whatever.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
Dude.
So what they did is they made
They
Raven's
just
character
dropped
like
Charles Xavier's character.
kind of be like, Xavier's not himself anymore. Like, you know, like he's just this conceited asshole. Now,
That would never
you know?
fucking happen.
That would never happen.
No.
And he's never
not
been
like
like that.
19 years
Yeah.
old.
Uh-huh.
At this point, yeah, he's played by McAvoy, who's like in his 30s.
Yeah.
But Professor X should be like 50, 60
Yeah.
years old. The first movie took place in the 60s with him. Dude.
Yeah.
In 1960, he
Yeah.
was in his 20s. I assume he and Magneto were like early 30s.
Yeah.
You know? And then the next movie is in the 70s. It's jumped 10 fucking years for some reason. And then they couldn't stop doing it, I guess. And the next one's in the 80s.
Yep.
Okay? So it's been 20 years. So he should be 50 in Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So now he should be in his fucking
Apocalypse is
60s,
so
bro.
bad.
Why would he be talking about this?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So yeah. So
he should be 60 years old. I guess he's just like, I still look like I'm 30. Yeah.
also, if
Maybe
you
that's what
if
it
you've
was.
if you haven't watched Dark Phoenix and you want to watch it, you should probably pause this and watch it because I'm going to spoil some stuff.
Yeah, if I let him talk.
Yeah.
I'll try to shut up. I'm going to shut up.
So the whole thing is like Jean Grey, she absorbs. So when they go into space, they try to save these astronauts.
Yeah.
Right. They're saving the astronauts. There's one guy left in the hole for some reason. And so they're like, oh, we need to go now because we're going to get hit by this giant solar flare, you know? And so they're like Xavier's like, no, we can't leave anyone behind. You know, he forces them to stay, you know, and Raven's fighting him like, no, we need to go.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to put everyone in danger.
Right.
And so he's like, no, Jean can do it. Jean can do it. She's got the power. That's what he says.
Okay.
Right. So she goes with Nightcrawler to go save, like she puts the ship back together kind of with her mind. And then Nightcrawler goes and saves the last guy. But Jean is left behind because he couldn't get to her in time. So what happens is the Phoenix Force comes and absorbs into her. Right.
Right. The solar flare.
Yeah. The solar flare pretty much just starts entering her, and she just like she uses her powers because the solar flare is about to hit the X jet, and so she uses her powers to like pull it towards her instead of like hitting them.
Okay.
And so she just absorbs it all. They thought that she died. They bring her back, and then they check her out, and she's like, it turns into Spider-Man 3, dude.
What?
Yeah, with the symbiote. So what happens is now she wakes up. She's like, I feel good. I feel better. Right?
She danced.
She almost does. She almost dances, dude. She almost dances. But so they
Tobey Maguire with his boy buff body just thrusting towards the camera.
So get this. They come back. She says, "Oh, I feel good. Like I feel really good." Right? Her hair is slicked back, dude. She's slicking back her hair. And I'm like, of course. Like, why is this a thing? Why do people think when, you're bad, you slick your hair back? You know what I mean?
In
like
Spider-Man, it was he put his hair in
the side part.
Like he pulled it down over his eyes, emo style. Dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, she pulls her hair back and she's like making out with Scott and stuff and like drinking alcohol, whatever. And they're partying in the woods. And then she loses control and she explodes. And then like all this crap happens, and it's so dumb, dude. Like apparently she like killed her parents in the car crash.
Yeah.
And so Xavier put barriers in her mind so she wouldn't remember those things.
That's X-Men and Last Stand. Same shit.
Yeah. And so she realizes that she has
was that in
barriers.
the comics?
I don't know.
Fuck, man, I didn't read Marvel comics growing up, so
yeah. So she finds
DC all the way.
So she sees these barriers. She like you lied to me. You did this and that. She finds her father. She talks to her father. Realizes that her father doesn't love her and wants nothing to do with her.
Right.
Because once her mom died, his life ended too with her. So you're just like, I don't want her. She's like some kind of crazy whatever she is.
Mutant,
mutie, right?
Yeah.
And so it just turns into her like kind of like bouncing around like you guys just want to stop. Well, also first off, when she meets with her family, her dad, freaking Xavier and the X-Men show up in the X-Jet and they're in their fucking uniforms.
Okay.
Why would you go over there in your uniforms like you're going to fight? Right? This is Jean Grey that you're talking to.
Show up in your regular clothes.
Yeah.
Take the jet.
Yeah, take the jet. And just be yourselves.
Jump out in your clothes.
Yeah, why are you in battle attire? Like, why are you in the X-Men gear?
That's just comic book logic, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, they would have, in the comics, that's how they would have.
Yeah.
That's how they would have drawn it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though.
But
like, realistically.
And these movies are trying to paint it as, what if this was in our world in 20 years?
Yeah.
Even though it's the past.
But yeah, it just obviously...
It's so dumb to do the timeline like that because it was always like in the distant future or not too distant future. And now it's like, well, it's in the past.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, it just paints an antagonizing feel, especially if you're trying to persuade somebody to like calm down and come with us.
Because they don't have weapons.
Yeah.
They are weapons.
Yeah.
So it would be like, let's go talk to Jean and then pulling a gun on her.
Yeah.
And so aiming your guns at her going, hey, we just want to talk.
Yeah. And so I think it's so stupid because obviously it leads up to like a fight, right?
She flips out.
Where she like hurts cops, right? Mm-hmm. And she kills Raven.
Right, yeah. They showed that in the fucking trailer, dude. They showed her kill Raven
Why
in the
did
trailer.
They do this? I didn't watch the trailers. I actually didn't care for this movie because I was like, they're doing the Phoenix thing again. Guess what? It's going to end up the same way.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Because even though the first movie did the Phoenix wrong, it still ends the same.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It still ends with someone's got to kill Jean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like we can't control this shit and she's going to kill everybody. So she's got to go.
Yeah. So it's just crazy. Yeah. It's so stupid how they paint it. She jumps from from Xavier to Eric, you know, and she's like, "Oh, I like help me or whatever." And like when she meets with Eric,
which is insane. Why wouldn't Eric and Xavier just be like, "Let's stop being dicks. Let's fucking get her under control and work together." Because if they're both there going, "Hey, come with us," she'd go with both if she's going to each. That's crazy.
So this is before, she meets with both of them individually.
Dude, does Magneto have another family?
No.
Tell me the truth.
No.
Dude.
Dude,
he's family fucking obsessed, this guy, dude.
Yeah.
his whole origin is losing his family in the Holocaust, right?
Yep.
And fucking Holocaust again in this podcast, dude. And then he
Put it in my butt.
no, I'm not saying it. And then he's like, okay. And then when is his next family? Oh, okay. In Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
And they die.
Yep.
And now he's avenging his family again.
Yep.
We didn't need that, dude. No. And then at some point he fathered Quicksilver.
Oh yeah,
another family.
Yeah, and with Wanda, right?
And a parent. It's kind. It would be Wanda. They've never shown Wanda in the X-Men movies.
Yeah,
like
in the cartoons they did though.
They've shown his sister, and she's a redhead, and it's like, maybe but she's younger than him. But maybe that's his, it's Wanda. I think that was implied. Yeah, they never say. They just say something. They say, "Get your sister" or something. They don't say the name, but I think it's implied it's supposed to be Wanda, but they couldn't use Wanda because the MCU.
Yeah,
but it's Quicksilver and Wanda are always twins, and they're the children of Magneto. And Wanda's a much bigger problem than Jean ever was, dude. Wanda's more powerful than everybody.
Oh yeah, chaos magic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Doctor Strange has a chance, dude. Dude, one time Wanda wiped out every she said no more mutants.
Yep.
And all that, everyone lost their powers except for there was a small amount. I don't remember the percentage. There's
I thought it was all of them.
No, there's 80 mutants that didn't across the world because as she said that, the panels in the comics started turning white around them, like reality was changing.
Oh.
And Doctor Strange hurried and did something, just try to stop it. And so I think that's why some people have power still. So Wolverine still had his.
Yeah.
And there was some.
Just the main guys. Probably, right?
Well, it was some of them. Because maybe Wolverine didn't. Maybe that was the whole point, is he couldn't heal anymore. But he still would have his claws. They're in him, you know? Mm-hmm. It was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
But it's a cool idea. They somehow, I know it reverses itself. I think Wanda fixes it, but still.
Yeah.
She made it so it wasn't so overwhelming, because at one point there's more mutants than humans, and it kind of became this isn't, how are they oppressed?
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is oppression, that's the background of the X-Men story. But then it's oh, okay, they're the majority now. But then someone else made it hey, that could be cool. Because he made it so they threatened him. Professor X and Magneto teamed up, and they threatened the governments of the world, saying, in 25 years, there will be more mutants.
Yeah.
And we will take over.
Yeah.
So you're going to do this for us. And they do, because Professor X is a straight up supervillain in the comics now.
Oh, okay.
He's evil as fuck. And he's younger.
Can he walk?
Yes.
Of course.
And he wears a portable Cerebro thing. He looks like a villain.
Yeah. Is he wearing
and it has an X on the front. It looks dope.
Why do I feel I know what you're talking about.
That's Charles Xavier, dude.
I've seen that.
That's Professor X.
For some reason I keep on thinking Lex Luthor in his purple and green.
Yeah, that's the shit. Yeah.
Anyway,
I love Lex Luthor in his.
Let me finish the synopsis.
Yeah,
really
I'm sorry, dude. Fuck.
So anyways, she goes to Eric, and then they have this power struggle. He was who'd you kill, right? He's trying to figure out what the blood on her shirt is, and it's Raven's blood. He's who did you kill? And she won't say anything.
Oh shit.
She's I just hurt everyone, blah blah blah. And then guess what? U.S. military shows up in helicopters, and they're hey, we're looking for somebody, and what are you doing? We don't have anyone, protecting Jean. She's not here.
Yeah.
Jean just pops out, and she just messes up one of the helicopters. She's just what?
Maybe let his
while he's trying to protect her, right? She's help me, and then she just comes out I'm gonna F everybody.
But the show that's probably because she's super aggressive now. The Phoenix is aggressive. So maybe she could not do it.
Yeah, but
they don't explain that.
And so she's about to kill these soldiers, and so it turns into this this tug of war between Magneto pulling up the helicopter with all the soldiers in it. He's get in, I can save you, you got to get out of here, right? And so he's doing ah! there's this whole power struggle thing, and Phoenix is using both of her hands, and he's using both of his hands.
Oh shit.
And he uses all of his power to push the helicopter away and save the soldiers.
Oh, nice. I'm glad that he won that.
Yeah.
Because I hate when Magneto is underpowered.
Oh yeah.
He's so
strong.
He could destroy the earth in a moment.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean,
We
like
fucked
even
with
in
our magnetic core.
yeah,
like,
even
it's
with
done.
what is it? The First Class. You know what I mean? Like he pulled that satellite thing, dude. Like
Yeah. And that was him learning.
yeah,
his
that was
powers.
him learning his powers.
He
so,
thought he had to be close
Yeah.
up, and it was small things. It's not, you know.
So this whole like power struggle with like the helicopter,
dude.
I was like, dude, did you not watch First Class
I
or
know,
what he
it's
can
just-
do?
Yeah, but
This
Gene's
should be
strong.
Yeah, but the thing is
So
like
it's magnetic. It's magnetism
And
pushing it away,
telekinesis,
and then
yeah.
telekinesis pulling it
yeah.
back.
Yeah, but I still think it was a stupid scene. Like it was still dumb that she
I
was
feel
just
bad
like
for the actors that have to stand there,
Yeah.
with their arms outstretched and like.
But I mean, no, the guy that what's his name that does Eric Magneto,
What?
the actor.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't know.
Dude, I think
Whatever.
we know their names until we're on mic. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
'Cause
anyways,
he's a
Great acting of him just like with his arms up, like
He's always good.
struggling.
He's
He's
in
so good.
every-
He's so good. Anyways, it turns out this whole thing. Hank shows up. He's like, I want to kill Jean. He meets with Eric.
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah. That's his name.
Yep.
Yeah. So Hank Beast meets with Magneto. And he's like, she killed Raven, and so that's when they team up.
Because he's like, okay,
Yeah,
fuck this.
that's when. Yeah,
'Cause he
that's
loves
when.
Raven,
yeah, that's when
this
Eric
version of him
and-
loves. Well, actually,
Xavier.
both movie versions love her. Yeah.
So everyone meets up, and then it turns into the like we need to stop her.
Mm-hmm.
So then it turns into this like big fight. Somehow they introduce aliens without introducing the aliens.
right.
They just show up. They look like Groots, just a bunch of Groots, just like walking into this house and like stealing bodies. Yeah, super random. And like for some reason they can turn people's chests in, and they just instantly kill people.
Okay.
Super weird.
I don't know.
I don't get it. Anyways, they look like Groots.
Okay.
There's a bunch of Groots.
Okay.
That can shapeshift. And so, anyways, later on in the movie, they're on this train. One of the aliens sucked out the Phoenix Force, a little bit of it, and they're all like all the aliens are rushing this train, and like it's almost like they're zombies. They're just running into bullets and stuff and dying. And I'm so confused because it's like you guys literally have a giant ship in space, but
So
you
attack.
don't have weapons. You're just
Yeah.
running and
That doesn't make sense because no
sentient being
there's no way
or
we could-
aliens.
no sentient being that advances that far wouldn't have weapons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, of some kind.
And they were just straight up running into
just
bullets
for
and
predators
dying.
on their own planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And yeah.
And so they were like invaders. Essentially, they were like, "We want your planet. Like, I want the Phoenix Force. We want the power. The Phoenix Force destroyed our planet, so we're gonna take the Phoenix Force power for our whatever, and then take over this planet." Type this random invasion plot thrown in.
I can't believe
Anyways,
they did the aliens.
yeah, it turns
These
into
movies have never had aliens.
yeah,
Ever.
yep. So that's why it was really. I thought it was like okay,
But
it makes no
aliens
why.
are very important in the X-Men comics. That's
Yeah.
what's weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then in the movies, we're like, ugh.
Same thing with like Skrull and stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
But like the MCU has all that now.
yeah.
You know, the X-Men movies never led to the
Yeah.
alien stuff, and like half of X-Men stories are aliens.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
mostly alien stories.
Yeah. So it's
It's
just
like you don't want just mutant versus mutant all the time. Everything's always fighting Magneto.
yeah. So it's just stupid, you know, like
Yeah.
this whole like power struggle for like obtaining the Phoenix Force with these random aliens that are just like taking over the planet, whatever. And it just ends up like Phoenix pretty much coming to her senses and like killing the aliens and then just peacing out. You know, it's just like, okay.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
That's this idea that like dude, there's so much of that movie I just did not understand why. It's really stupid.
I don't get it.
Yeah, she just pieces out. There's a giant explosion in space, and then people just assume she's dead. But obviously
That's
she's
it?
not. Yeah, that was it.
They didn't even have like we gotta kill her. They didn't.
Well, yeah. They tried to stop
scene
her,
where they're-
and they couldn't do it.
They're crying.
Yeah,
like,
they
I don't
all
want to do this.
yeah they all got captured by the police force. Like they had the mutant suppression weapons in now, and so they suppressed like Xavier and them, and they all took turns trying to stop Phoenix, and they all got wrecked. It's so stupid.
And not one point they're like,
Yeah.
let's do it at once. Let's just dude, and then it's just like 6 X-Men kicking the shit out of Jean. And like after they get her on
Yeah.
the ground, they're just stomping her. Just
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Xavier puts a gun in her face. You do this again, bitch, I will kill you.
Yeah. So yeah, God, it's so bad. It's super annoying.
Yeah.
And I love X-Men. I love X-Men as much as I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't believe you kept your word to bring them up
Did you
always,
even
no
see
matter
my
what.
shirt,
I
dude?
did. I saw it.
I'm wearing a
knew it was
Team
coming.
NT shirt right now.
Fucking hell.
It's very important to me.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
I'm wearing
back.
Oh, dude, I'm wearing a Wakanda Forever shirt. Weirdly.
Hey,
And that's topical, too, because
Yeah.
they just named Black Panther, too. Yeah.
I really wonder what they're gonna
Black
do.
Panther, Wakanda Forever. Do you know what I want? I want Killmonger in the Black Panther suit.
That's what-
And
know-
I want him, like, making up for what he's done.
Yeah, kind of
By
retribution.
being the Black Panther.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And he has to wear T'Challa's suit.
but this
'Cause
is the
he has
thing
that
that
cool gold
how are
one,
they
but-
going to explain what happened to T'Challa? You know?
He maybe died as Panther, I guess.
Well, that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
though. Like, how would they explain how?
They're going to have, I bet you they'll have a scene with at least someone in a Panther suit being T'Challa.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like flashback shit. But they're going to have to kill him off. There's no other way.
yeah.
There's no other way. And then someone else has to become the Panther. And I really don't want it to be his sister.
You really?
I really hate.
Why?
I don't like when she's the Panther because then we don't have her as like Q.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, to help
And
him
like,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. I don't know.
I just feel like it
I
would
just feel
make
like she has a
it-
part. Like I don't like when Dick Grayson is Batman for too long,
Yeah,
but I like it at first, and I'm like, yeah,
He's in the suit.
But then if it's too long, I'm like, okay, bring Bruce back.
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then go back to Nightwing. But
Yeah.
like, it's that kind of thing.
yeah.
But
I think it just makes more
actor died,
sense.
so what are you gonna do?
I just think it makes more sense that the sister, because she's also part of the lineage.
but
you
she
know what
doesn't.
I mean?
She's not a fighter. She's like super small too, and she's not. In
But
the
if you-
movies, they haven't shown her as a fighter at all.
Well, we don't
and then
know.
When she
We
gets
don't-
attacked, she gets hurt. She like used her tech
Yeah.
to try to defend herself, and then got hit in the face.
Yeah.
Got taken out.
Yeah, but I still think that
by minions.
I
You know
still
what I'm
think that
saying?
she should be the Black Panther, and then they should bring back Killmonger in his suit, and he's like the backup. You know what I mean?
So we have both.
So you have
best of both
brains
worlds.
and the muscle.
Yeah, because
So-
he can fight apparently as good.
Oh, yeah,
or
just as
better
good.
as
Yeah.
T'Challa.
Uh-huh.
He beat him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
They beat each other once. I
so
guess they're
I think
equal.
that would be the best route, especially bringing back Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I know.
And
Don't waste
he was
that.
great. Yeah,
Because at the end he's like, we can save you, and then he said don't.
yeah. Of course they're gonna save him.
But then T'Challa could have been like, yeah, we'll go fuck it.
He's like, I'm not gonna let
save you.
I'm not gonna let my essentially brother,
No,
right?
it's his cousin.
or cousin,
Yeah.
die. So
It was his dad's brother's son.
yeah. God,
then,
dude, that movie's great.
So we watched his dad. That's great, dude. I love that movie.
Yeah,
that
I've seen it so many
story-
times. I watched it like 3 times in
Dude,
theaters.
the background story in that seemed so random at first.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Wakandans in
Well, because it starts in Detroit,
Yeah,
like, or
yeah.
some shit, you know. And I was just
yeah.
like, or Chicago, and I
Yeah.
was just like, what? And then
they're playing
that
basketball.
tied in so well,
Yeah,
you know, that like
So good.
that little boy's Killmonger.
Yeah.
you know, like
when he
Killmonger had a
Oh, man.
huge
so
story.
good. When he takes that the flower,
The root,
yeah, and he goes back, you know, into like, and he meets with his dad again.
Yeah.
It's his freaking apartment, and that was like such a
where he watched him die.
yeah. It was crazy how it was just his father, and that was it, you
Yeah.
know, and it was really sad.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very impactful moment because he was a kid again,
Yeah.
you know.
I think the most impactful moment was when as he's dying at the end, and he tells him, we can save you, and he's like, don't, you know, he's like my ancestors that knew bondage was worse than death. Like,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
talking about the slaves that
Yep.
jump from the ships. Like, holy
Yep.
shit. That movie, that's some deep writing in that movie. That
Yeah.
it was like,
God, dude.
so
Yeah.
powerful for an MCU film. I'm
Ryan
gonna say
Coogler.
it.
Ryan
Yeah, he's
Coogler is great. So good.
He made me like the Rocky movies
Oh, dude.
because Creed is so good.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second one,
I haven't either.
but the first one's great, and I've been wanting to watch
Yeah.
the second one. And I know that in the third one that they're making, Sylvester Stallone's not going to be in it.
Yeah, and Coogler's not directing it.
Oh, he's not.
No,
who's directing it?
I don't know. I think he wrote it though.
Oh,
but he's not directing it because of Black Panther, I would assume.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess the time restraints.
Yeah, because the director has to do so much more work.
Yeah.
Like Michael B. Jordan could be in both, but he, like Ryan Coogler couldn't,
Yeah.
He has to do too much stuff before and after shooting. They're working.
A lot of editing, a lot of,
all that setup and stuff. Because they have such big shoes to fill from themselves. like just from how well they did in the first movie, just how good that movie is, like now they have to match that at least. That sucks. That's hard. That's rough on them. And then Chadwick died.
Yeah, dude.
And now they have to make up for that.
Yeah, they probably had to rewrite everything.
Oh, they had, I guarantee. Well, yeah, because the story was T'Challa kicking ass the whole movie. Now they're like, oh shit.
Yep.
Because they're not having T'Challa in the film anymore.
Yeah, dude, it's so sad.
Which is great. I like that
I tear up every time I think about it. You know, they they changed the intro to Black Panther with just nothing but Chadwick Boseman, and that hit me so hard. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, just makes me want to start crying. I just want to start crying.
They had that. It was in something else too.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It might have been just a behind the scenes thing. I don't know, but it was just all him.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was fucking. Wait, what was it?
I don't know.
I'm lost now.
Yeah.
It might have been.
I'm lost without Chadwick.
Have we had an MCU movie since he died?
I don't think so. I think it's during the pandemic.
Then it must have been. Yeah. It must have been one of the TV shows the week after he died played that intro that was all Black Panther.
Probably.
I think
probably
it might have been WandaVision.
Yeah.
Because Winter Soldier was. Why do I call it just Winter Soldier? He's not even the main character. But he's my favorite part. Falcon. I love Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I think the MCU Winter Soldier is so badass. He's barely in it, but he's just so fucking cool.
Also, I mean, what's his name?
But I like Falcon. I like Falcon as
Captain.
I was against it 100%
against it
because I liked Bucky being Captain America more. But then after the show, I'm 100% on board.
Yeah. I
loved the background. They bring in Isaiah Bradley, dude.
Dude, that made me tear up.
With Weapon Zero, the original, real Captain America.
How they ended it with the museum, really. Yeah. I was tearing up and crying.
In the comics, he had a suit, he was Captain America.
Yeah.
It's just secret.
Yeah, it's so crazy, right?
And all the other soldiers died for various reasons. Yeah. Some of them because of what they were being injected with.
Yeah.
But how they tied it to that, and then him saying, they'll never let a black man be Captain America. And then even if they did, no self-respecting black man would take it.
Yeah.
And then he made it so he changed his mind. I like that it wasn't Isaiah, everything he says, because of his history, he's right. No, he's not right.
Yeah.
He's just been wronged.
Yeah.
I loved that fucking ending.
Yeah.
But it made it so I'm 100% on board with Falcon as Captain America. I just wish he had the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
Because it's he's gonna one punch
from superhero
anyone should knock him all the way out.
Yep.
He
just kill him.
So if he's ever hit.
Yeah. But then again, look at Iron Man. He didn't have a superhero serum.
But he had a suit.
Yeah.
And he was never hit by something that should kill him without the suit.
His suit is made by the Wakandans.
Who? Oh,
Falcon's suit.
Falcons, yeah. So as long as he's not hit head on in the mouth.
Yeah.
So maybe it's maybe there's vibranium in it.
Yeah. So we don't know what the suit's made out of. Obviously his wings are vibranium.
I know.
Because, gotta do a solid.
Have to be.
Dude, can we talk about how in every episode of a Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was Falcon saying, I'll make a call.
Yeah,
I'll make you. Don't worry about it. I know somebody I can make a call.
Oh my god,
it's so stupid, dude. I was like, oh hey, there's a problem. Guess what? He knows somebody.
Yeah,
he's gonna make a call.
He's been around. Oh my god, dude. And they set up the new Falcon. I like that too.
Oh yeah.
I had to look him up. I didn't know who the fuck that character was. I was like, what?
Yeah,
because they showed him so much. As
he wears green, right?
He's a comic book character. I don't know.
Yeah,
but he's just. Also Falcon.
Yeah.
when Falcon is Captain America, basically.
Well, we should probably go back to Venom, huh?
Oh god. You know what? Okay, here's Venom. Venom feels like one of the better comic book movies from the early 2000s. Feels like they were working on a script or off of a script that was written in 2004. That's how I feel about that movie. Like some of the better comic book movies from back then, but it's not as good as comic book movies are now.
Yeah.
Is the issue. So like it feels like Punisher or like oh god, what's another one on I can't think of another one on that level. There's more. But you know, like Thomas Jane Punisher, that level where it's good, but it's not great.
Yeah.
And they're missing stuff.
Oh yeah. They're missing a lot.
And what the fuck, dude? Do you know what drove me nuts? Venom, the symbiote, like when it would come off of Eddie when it was talking to him, it would be like, Eddie. And he would be like, because Eddie'd be like, what are you? And it's like, we are Venom. As long as you listen to us. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
I don't fucking like that because that makes no goddamn sense. It should only be talking as two when it's bonded to Eddie.
Yeah.
It like we are Venom is the famous line. Like we are Venom. But it it shouldn't call itself that before it's bonded with Eddie all the way. Eddie and the symbiote are Venom.
Yeah.
That's the we. And I think the people that made this movie didn't understand that because when Eddie is talking to Venom, it's calling itself we and us, but it's not talking about Eddie.
Yeah.
It's like, if you listen to us, maybe you will survive. Why the fuck is the symbiote already calling itself us?
Yeah.
It should only call it, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
God damn it. Like, dude, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's we are Venom because Eddie and the symbiote shouldn't fucking call itself we until it's with Eddie, unless it is. It's so dumb. They just didn't get that basic conceit of the character, and I couldn't stop thinking about the whole movie, and I missed a lot of the movie because I kept going like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Wait, so wasn't he bonded though when he said that with Eddie? He was
bonded, but he's not talking about Eddie. He's on Eddie, but he's off of him, and there's the head of Venom talking to Eddie, and it's telling him, we are Venom. Yeah. It's not talking about you. He says, what are you? We are Venom. As long as you listen to us, you might survive.
Yeah.
So it thinks of itself as two things without Eddie Brock.
Okay, so
they didn't fucking get it. They didn't understand we are Venom. The symbiote wouldn't say that on its own.
Yeah.
It says it talking about itself and Eddie.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
So get this. All right. So in the origin of Venom, the other symbiote,
Todd McFarlane's greatest work.
Oh, it's for real. And the redesign.
Spawn is great.
Yeah.
But
I love Spawn.
dude. Todd McFarlane's greatest work is Venom.
Oh, for real.
And he's gonna get paid for it.
How crazy is that?
That's why he left.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
Anyways,
that's how we got
the origin of Venom, and especially like Riot and those other symbiotes.
Yeah.
That end up becoming. I can't remember what's the symbiote crew. I don't know.
I don't know.
They are actually offspring of Venom. So
not all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all.
What are you talking about?
Not every one of the symbiotes in Marvel Comics is.
Well, not all of them, but I'm talking about the ones that were from the Life Foundation.
Right. Oh, in the movie.
Yeah. So all those ones, not in the movie, but in the comics. What? In the comics, yeah.
All of them were.
Yeah,
they're all like Riot.
They're all like what they're called, krill, something. I can't remember what the race is called.
What?
I had some notes up, but I can't remember.
Symbiote race.
Yeah, the symbiote race is like Krill Tor or something. I can't remember what they're called.
Oh no,
anyways,
no, you're close to that though. It's close to that.
It's like Clintor.
Clintor.
Yeah.
Clintar. Something like, I think it's I think it's pronounced Clintar.
Okay.
And their planet is dope, dude.
Yeah. I've never seen it. Yeah.
Well, it's just all black for some reason. It's just symbiotes.
Yeah.
Hanging onto each other, and it's a whole fucking planet.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is literally just different symbiotes holding on.
That's crazy. But yeah, so those like Riot and the other ones are actually just offspring of Venom. Same thing with Carnage.
But not every symbiote that we see.
So when I know,
but all the ones in the movie in the comic are really.
Yeah. So
Oh, I
when
didn't think all of them were.
when
Oh.
I hear him say we are,
He's
and when you
talking
say
about his
that,
kids?
maybe he's talking about things inside of him that split off, or maybe
guess.
that's how Carnage becomes Carnage. You know
we
what I
don't
mean?
know. Yeah, maybe they'll make it make sense.
So maybe that's what
but-
what he means by we when he
Okay,
says
maybe
that.
I just don't like it.
So I mean, I'm just speculating here. I don't know. Maybe that was a mistake on there because I when I watched it, I thought when he said "We are Venom," he was talking about him and Eddie. So maybe you're
but
right.
That's
Maybe
what I feel
I'm
like
right. I
he
don't know.
should be talking about. We.
Yeah.
But when he says "We are Venom," the first he says it as they're both. Yeah, I think he says it in that context. But before that, he says "We are Venom" to Eddie, separate from Eddie. That's what pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. No, you and Eddie are Venom.
Yeah.
Together. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just driving. And then there's no Spider-Man in this bitch.
Yeah,
There's
of
no
course
Spider-Man origin story. And so now Venom doesn't have the Spider-Man powers.
Yeah.
So he looked wrong.
Could you imagine? Dude, how cool would that be? Yeah.
He doesn't have the symbol.
He's
No
just, like,
web
veiny.
slinging. He can climb walls, but he's just digging his claws into it and breaking it.
Yep.
Like, that's just Hulk powers. Like, you said that earlier. I was like, yeah, it's the Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Super weird. Yeah.
Dopest part of the movie is the SWAT team. When he's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's like mask, and the cop's like copy, and then Eddie's like mask, and then Venom comes over him. He's like copy, and then that's badass. I was like, yes.
That was like the best scene.
I loved
in the
that.
movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I thought it was so silly because like they throw the whatever smoke grenades and stuff or whatever grenades. I'm like, you idiots!
I know.
Like
That's
you
gonna
can't
work.
see anything. They're not wearing thermal. They're not doing anything.
Yeah,
They're just
I was
like
wearing- I have the mask on.
Yeah.
I can
All right,
breathe.
throw the smoke. Okay. It's so dumb, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh, anyways, like so beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
they have like the crash landing with Jonah Jameson's son.
Did they say that's who that was?
Yeah, it's Jonah
They said
Jameson's
that?
son. No, his
In the movie?
Jameson. They say Jameson.
They
Captain
oh,
or Pilot
shit.
Jameson. So yeah.
Thank
so in the
God.
cartoons,
Dude, I
yeah, he
missed
was
that,
also
bro.
yeah, he was also
Yeah, it's the
pilot
guy that
or
turns into a
astronaut.
fucking werewolf later. What? Kinda. He's like a wolf-based superhero type thing. Jameson's son. I'm looking at him. Dude, I'm telling
That's
you.
stupid.
He's called something. I don't know.
Lycan or something stupid.
Probably.
So yeah, so at the beginning of the movie, that's a crash landing. They're obtaining the symbiotes, right?
Yeah.
They find Jameson on the floor, right? They're like, "Oh, we have one. He's still alive." Okay, they don't quarantine him.
Right. Well,
They're in the
yeah,
hazmat
dude.
suits.
Like, what the
They
fuck?
don't put them in they put them in an ambulance,
Yeah.
and the people that are like grabbing stuff from the ship are in hazmat suits,
Yeah.
right? Why are the paramedics not wearing hazmat suits?
Dude, with alien life, you'd be wearing a fucking
Yeah,
hazmat
so-
suit. Dude, when the astronauts came back from the moon, they quarantined for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And there was nothing on them.
Yeah.
Because the moon is so close to Earth. It's
Yeah,
just
it's just
the
barren.
same shit.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's from Earth.
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah,
same
it's just
rocks.
a piece of it. Yeah. So that's
But
why
they still quarantine them
Yeah.
just in case there was an alien
Yeah, some
parasite
kind-
on
yeah.
there, some kind of bacteria,
Yeah.
anything, you
Uh-huh.
know. But there's not.
yeah.
But we didn't know that back then.
Yeah.
No one had ever been.
Mhm. So that was
So
my first
even
gripe.
that, yeah.
I was like, what the
Dude, I feel like this
Why?
movie was made by morons.
Yeah, I
There's
feel like a
such
lot of like
dumb
superhero movies.
fucking choices
Yeah.
in this shit.
Um,
But that's why I feel like it feels like it's a movie from 2004.
yeah,
Because what the fuck? Like, you didn't think of this,
yeah,
you know?
huh.
Like, they put in a little wink, everyone. That's very comic book. Pilot Jameson, get
Yeah,
it?
uh-huh.
And then it's like, but there's this dumb shit in it where they don't treat it as seriously as they should, but then
Yeah.
they're overdoing the seriousness on
Yeah.
the other parts.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look how fucking sinister this
Yeah.
part is, you know? And then,
Yeah.
but they didn't think of hazmat suits or a fucking quarantine
Yeah.
for alien life.
Yeah,
They could be carrying anything.
yeah,
Not to mention they
There-
are
yeah,
very
the fact
dangerous.
that- the
Not
fact
to mention
that-
they are predatory.
yeah.
You
The
know,
fact that they
like-
were grabbing, they showed the tubes full of symbiotes
Yeah.
bouncing around in them,
yeah,
and they didn't even think to.
that's clearly
quarantine.
life.
Yeah,
And it's like trying to get out, so it's
Yeah,
intelligent
uh-huh.
life. You know what
So-
I mean?
so-
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Before we get into this,
all right,
no, it's not gonna be fun. I have to go to the bathroom.
all right. Bathroom break. Be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So yeah, like The whole thing with like the quarantining, like not quarantining, or the paramedics not wearing hazmat suits, and then they just get wrecked. Like, all right, let's talk about how. Okay, so later on we find out that this symbiote that's like trying to get to the Life Foundation is Riot.
Yeah, it's Riot. Yeah,
it's Riot. The symbiote Riot, and
their names are their names suck.
They really do. They really do.
Riot. Like, okay, you know, like where the fuck? That's your name?
Yeah.
Why? Why is that your name? That's an Earth word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same thing with Venom.
Venom is fine because that came from Earth. There's like a moment where he's like, "We are poison to Spider-Man. We are we are Venom." Like, there's a reason for that name, but it's not its real name. It gave itself that name with Eddie. Like, we are poison to Spider-Man. We are his Venom. And so now they are Venom, and they always will be.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that makes sense. Carnage, that. Pretty sure Cletus Cassidy would make up that name. Like together they would think of that because they'd be in each other's heads.
Yeah.
And so Carnage is fine too. Riot makes no fucking sense because it calls itself Riot before it's connected to a person. And it's like, and what are the others?
I don't know.
They all suck. They're all such garbage names, dude. Like Siren. Dude, I need to look them up, dude. It's pissing me off. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, so the whole story pretty much is based on Riot making his way to the Life Foundation.
And there's some cool horror movie shit with Riot. There's some great moments. You know, it's cool. But, dude, I heard this person talking about it. Why was it that not Venom? Why were we leading up to Riot?
Yeah.
But not leading up to Venom? And Venom is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wasted a lot of time following Riot when it could have been more interesting if it was Venom trying to find his host, and we get to Eddie, and Eddie's doing his shit. You know what I mean? There was better ways to do it.
Yeah.
Because then Eddie breaks in and gets out. No fucking way would you ever get in to a place like that.
Oh yeah. Also, that's another issue.
That's so
it's
dumb.
so stupid, dude.
The security never fucking works, dude. Like it's like the same thing in fucking Godzilla versus Kong.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Fuck, man. That would never happen.
So okay. So we're following.
I can't get into a fucking Starbucks without getting caught at night, man.
So this whole idea that Riot. Okay, they explain in the movie that Riot is like the leader of the symbiotes, essentially.
Yeah.
If he's that smart, or if he's the leader, why would he not just use his host to get himself to the Life Foundation? Like, you know what I mean? Just ride along to get to the Life Foundation, because that's where he wanted to go to get the other symbiotes, right?
Well, he was killing. They would die, right? They died off but not the girl.
No, there's a little girl too. Yeah.
No, the little girl. Yeah. Why didn't he just bond with her, by the way? Like, she made it all the way. Yeah. So it's like, isn't that the host? Because isn't the whole another thing? Like, they have to find the good host. The people that aren't good hosts die. But the girl didn't. What the fuck?
Yeah, see,
so wouldn't she be his host?
That's where it's really convoluted and stupid.
Because it's got to get to the main bad guy.
So he starts in Malaysia. And makes his way all the way back to America.
Yeah,
which is what
jumping hosts.
It really bugs me.
But then,
dude.
how long would she have had to have him? A long time to make it all the way here.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's so dumb.
So Riot would have bonded with her.
Yeah, so Riot...
They would be bonded.
Right. This whole, like, travel sequence with Riot makes zero sense.
Yeah.
He literally could have just jumped, took another life, or not, like, another person that works for the Life Foundation, and then just took a plane back to wherever, the lab. Because they're all going back there.
I know.
They're all going to the lab, because that's where all the symbiotes are going.
At least eventually, right?
Dude, if you were the leader of the symbiotes, you would just have been like, okay, this is the plan. I'm going to pretend I'm one of these. I'm going to pretend I'm one of these humans, and I'm going to go on their flights to the Life Foundation and save my symbiote friends.
And because that's what we do.
Yeah, but he doesn't do that. He takes the long way. He decides to stay in Malaysia and walk his way to America. Walk all the way to America. Anyways.
So dumb.
It's so dumb. So back to Eddie Brock doing Eddie Brock things.
Oh my God.
You know how he goes and meets with his editor, and his editor's like, "Hey, we want you to do the Drake, whatever, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Dude, Eddie Brock has been nothing but like an activist journalist.
Yeah, I know.
So why would you pick him?
Why would he be the guy
out of anyone? Why would it be Eddie Brock who's an activist?
Yeah,
obviously,
you would send your person who does that.
Yeah, you would send somebody that does fluff articles.
Who's already done that.
Yeah. Not Eddie Brock, who's a
going
freaking
to
activist.
make him look like shit.
His whole thing is to make people look bad and stop corruption.
Right.
Why would you do that? You are a terrible editor.
Yeah.
Why would you pick him?
Fucking idiot.
So that's another thing. I was just like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you pick it? Eddie is not the guy for this story.
No.
Unless they should have made it seem like he was the only one that could do it at the time. Like there was a last minute thing, and then he had to do it because he works for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they didn't make it that
guy
way.
Knew about him and liked him
Yeah,
and wanted
picked
him to
him.
do it.
Yeah, and picked him to do it.
Requested him. Yeah.
But that's not how this works.
No,
that's not what.
Because
Because
they don't fucking think about anything before they do
don't.
it. They're just like, let's film it. And what kind of? And like, he's just like this freelance. Does whatever he wants, journalist guy, and he doesn't have to dress a certain way when he's at work.
Nope. He's just Tom Hardy.
He just has some kind of. I think he kind of is because I think it's like Tom Hardy's like whatever. I'll take the I'll take the money. Like who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, let's
went in. He got into it, but it's like I don't think it was a movie. He was like, I gotta do it. It was just people want me to do it, so whatever.
Well, I mean, look at
he's,
dude,
he's a good Eddie Brock. He makes sense for Eddie Brock.
So yeah, the movie itself, the budget was, I think it was 100 to 116 million, and the box office was 856 million.
Damn,
dude.
That's so much money.
That's how bad this movie was, but also how good it was. What? What? That makes zero sense why it did so good. But
No, it does. It doesn't make any sense because the character is so popular.
Yeah.
People wanted it so bad, but they're doing it wrong. Sony is a bad comic book movie company. Like film.
So bad.
They're good at making other things.
Yeah.
They're great with animation. Look, I mean, even their superhero animation, Spider-Verse, dude.
Was so good. My favorite movie of all time.
So whoever's in charge of their animation department makes sense. They're good at it. But the person in charge of their film, their live action shit doesn't get comics.
Doo-doo.
Because these are the same fucking people that made the original Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah.
And yes, it was great for its time.
Yeah.
The first two were.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah. And I feel like it's probably the same fucking people. Like I can't let go of the idea that this script existed back then.
Yeah.
And they've just kept it, and this is going to always be the Venom movie we got.
Yeah.
Unless, like, without Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were always going to do this bullshit. Like, because it does. It feels like those movies, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's a better one of those. Because this movie, it's that kind of paper thin bullshit. Like everything in it is, the logic is paper thin, the plot is paper thin. Like the plot, there's a lot of stuff going on, but the plot is riot is coming, and it's gonna be a fight. That's it. That's the plot, dude. Is riot is coming to America and is gonna fight Venom.
Yeah,
and that's the whole plot of the movie.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Well, I mean, the plot of the movie was
fucking thing.
Riot trying to get back to his planet to bring him to.
Yeah, but really, it's just leading up for a big fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that was never gonna fucking happen. It's a Venom movie. Like, you know what I mean? He's Venom. Like,
yeah, yeah. They were pretty stoked about just getting the liquid forms just bouncing around everywhere.
They just look black spaghetti. Fucking. But they. But I really liked the dynamic between Venom and Eddie, though. I thought that was funny.
Yeah,
I liked the funny stuff.
Those were the best parts of the movie.
The buddy stuff with them, and then
I literally
really
wrote in my notes just like, okay, Venom's really cool.
Yeah,
He's really cool.
It would be that stuff would be in a good version of this movie as well.
Yeah,
you know, and just other stuff would be gone.
I just
wish would be like thinned out. There's a lot of plots going on. Dude. There's so many fucking plots.
They just need to make it realistic. Like, think about how a multi-billion-dollar corporation would handle their security. Dude, how? What?
You can't catch a guy on a dirt bike.
They had exploding drones for some reason.
It was just for like cool shots in the trailer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't understand.
All that fucking thing was for.
When Eddie breaks in, dude, like for real, like they they really don't have security cameras everywhere.
No, yeah.
What?
They have a basic alarm system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense,
dude.
For real, like I was saying, you can't break into a fucking gas station. You know?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, it
shouldn't have been that he had to break in like that.
Yeah, and then
like I'm saying, it should have been that Venom that's what we're following. Venom coming to Eddie.
Yeah,
like
to break out
literally, but,
or to break out the other symbiotes. He takes Eddie because his resentment for Drake,
dude.
and he uses the power of Venom to break into the life.
Fuck yes.
And then try to get the symbiotes.
Because initially, the whole fucking idea of Venom was that he was attracted to Eddie because he wanted vengeance against Peter Parker in that case, but make it so it's Drake.
Yeah,
and then he's still fighting a person with those basic powers. You know what I mean?
Or it could have been Riot again, where he breaks out Riot and the other symbiotes, and they're like, oh, well, he's still a loser. Venom is still... Because he says that, like, oh, I'm a loser on my planet, just like you are. Like, which is a funny joke. Which is a really funny joke, you know? The quips that they do
They're great together.
Yeah.
Dude, you can hear, like, in that movie, every time Venom talks, because it's, like, Tom Hardy doing his accent pops in every once in a while where he's like, arms, heart, lungs, pancreas. Like
what, dude?
Like yo, Americans don't say it like that, bro.
You sound just pancreas. Like Venom. Yeah. You sound just like Venom.
So many snacks, so little time. Yeah, dude. That's from the comics, dude. That other shit is from the comics too, when he's like, cutting off the guy's arms and legs.
Oh yeah.
You know, just and he'd just be a turd. Yeah. That's from a comic book.
Rolling in the wind.
That's a comic book panel.
Really?
From the 90s, yeah.
Wow. That's great.
Like from the old Venom, like his first series, yeah.
I think that...
Oh my God, Venom.
Dude. You know, I also... Well, let's keep on talking about Venom because the whole thing's about Venom.
Yeah.
With Doris... Dude, when she does all that stuff for why Eddie? He lost his job.
It doesn't make any.
Why wouldn't you go straight to the news organization?
No one has any fucking
like Eddie.
Their
literally,
motivations don't make sense.
Yeah,
go
Eddie,
to the authorities. What are you doing? If you went to the authorities, they would go investigate.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's quarantine. You can't go in." Yeah, we can. We're the fucking FBI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go to the authorities. Don't go to Eddie Brock.
He literally lost his job. He tried to use all of his just the people that he knows. You know, he's trying to get a new job. Yeah, his network of people, and they won't even help him. So why?
And she's like,
why would you go to Eddie?
Risking everything to go to Eddie
Brock. Dude, so dumb.
And they didn't establish it. They establish him on purpose as a loser.
Yeah.
So you can't also say he's also the most respected journalist in the world. Then he's not a loser.
Yeah, he would have his
awesome.
Connections.
Yeah.
That's the word. His connections would have
totally
make any helped
fucking
him.
Sense.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Why would
Sony.
she go to him, dude?
Hey, Sony, what are you doing? Stop it.
Read a comic book.
just do it right. It's not hard. Dude, you can hire us. Hire us to write the story. We'll do it for you.
Yeah, we'll read a comic book and copy that into a script. It's not
just pay us
hard.
millions of dollars and we'll make you so successful. Just pay us millions.
No, they don't need it, dude. They're making millions on these shit movies.
Oh God. But think about if they were good.
The next movie is going to suck too.
Oh yeah. Why would it be good? Why would it be good?
Awful.
It's going to be so bad.
Do you know what? It could go anywhere. I don't know where it's really going to go. I think they're going to overdo the Carnage stuff.
Yeah.
Like in a PG-13 movie. And it's going to be like really kind of lame looking. And then it's going to be red blobs versus black blobs at the end.
This is what I'm hoping. All right. I hope that they somehow tie in Spider-Man into this film. We don't know though. But if they do somehow tie in Spider-Man, maybe there'll be a chance where Venom's like, we should be like this. And then he puts the spider logo on his chest.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Then it would be different. Then it'd be like, okay, now he can web sling. Maybe he can, you know what I mean? Like, at least give us some Spider-Man aspects of Venom. Because that's the whole point.
That's his powers.
That's the whole point.
Venom's whole power set
He's anti-Spider-Man.
Spider-Man powers. He's a Spider-Man.
So give him the web slinging.
He's just dark Spider-Man. Yeah. And in these movies, he's Hulk. And it's just so dumb.
Yeah.
You know, and you know how
still
long
cool powers though.
For them to start over, we're going to have to wait forever. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For them to do Venom again, and do it right. This never. I don't know if it will ever happen. You know, I think this character's ruined in movies.
No. You know what I think is going to happen?
They're going to stick with this.
They're going to keep Tom Hardy as Venom. Mm-hmm. They're going to somehow figure out a way to get him into the MCU, and this is what they're going to do. They're going to introduce Agent Venom. So Tom Hardy is Agent Venom in the new Avengers
instead of him being Flash Thompson.
Is that not
Agent Venom? Is not Eddie Brock.
It's not Eddie Brock. Oh, it's a new Venom.
Eddie Brock goes to prison and stuff for being Venom.
Oh, okay.
But the symbiote's gone. It gets torn from him, and then Eddie Brock gets cancer and is dying.
Oh,
and then here we go. And then,
all right, no. This is the background that we need.
And then Flash Thompson, he was one of Spider-Man's like bullies.
Yeah.
He's the little Indian kid in the new movies. But in the comics, he's like a really big jock.
Okay, yeah.
But he ends up, I mean, they kind of show that like, yeah, he was a prick in high school, but he's a good person, you know? He's just a prick in high school.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up becoming a soldier.
Yeah.
And he loses his legs. And then he gets bonded with the Venom symbiote that the government has. They've been keeping Venom when they tore it from Eddie. So Eddie's in prison dying of cancer. And then Venom is, the government has it. And it's like, they're trying to like program it. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But they bond it to Flash Thompson.
Okay.
And Flash Thompson is now Agent Venom.
Okay.
And there's this whole history of the government actually using symbiotes back in the day. Like Nick Fury knew about symbiotes before Venom because they've been around since like the Vietnam War.
What the heck?
But they ended up killing all their soldiers. So it's bad. It's very bad. Okay. It's like,
of course,
Project or Weapon V. It ties into the Weapons Plus Wolverine, Captain America.
Okay.
Marvel Comics, every character is kind of connected, tangent, like kind of, you know, like the Hulk exists because they were messing with trying to recreate Captain America serums. You know, who knows if the mutants are actually natural type thing, you know?
Okay.
Like it's all it's very murky because there's so many ideas and it's been around for so long, but they never like restart at Marvel.
Oh, okay.
You know? So it's all, does this count?
Yeah.
But I know this stuff counts because it's more modern.
Yeah.
So like Flash Thompson is Agent Venom.
Okay.
And then Eddie Brock dying of cancer. He gets released from prison, I think because he's dying.
Yeah.
And then he's he gets attacked. I don't remember what attacks him. It ties in. I don't know. But his antibodies.
Anti-Venom.
And he becomes anti-Venom.
Yeah.
But then that starts to die down too. Because anti-Venom is like a healing thing. Like it can grab, like he can touch others and heal their ailments. Because that's what it's coming from, healing his cancer. It's very odd, but it's because of the Venom symbiote.
Okay.
But eventually the symbiote does leave Flash Thompson. And it goes to Mac Gargan, who is Scorpion, like the Spider-Man villain Scorpion.
Oh, yeah.
He's Venom for a long time. For most of the 2000s, it was Mac Gargan. And then they did the anti-Venom, and it kept bouncing back and forth. But then finally, in the modern comics, the symbiote's back with Eddie.
Okay.
And Eddie is kind of, I don't know, it's a very interesting, the Venom stories at Marvel right now are their best comics.
Okay.
Like they're the lead stories. Like the big event is from the symbiotes.
Oh, yeah.
It's the symbiote god is coming. Like it's messed up. But so it's back with Eddie. But yeah, Agent Venom is not Eddie.
Okay.
You know, if Eddie is Venom
but wouldn't you think
and then now I think Flash Thompson is anti-Venom.
Okay.
They're like, he's like Agent Anti-Venom because he looks like the Agent Venom style with like the combat gear, but it's white.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of because they were like, now we just kind of left this guy with no legs, like, and it's kind of messed up. So they at least gave him the anti-venom.
Yeah.
But anti-venom is not like a symbiote, like a Clintar symbiote. It's something different that grew from Eddie's body. It's weird.
Yeah.
But
It's probably from the.
and then there's a human. Eddie's son is a symbiote human hybrid. Like he's both.
That's weird.
Like he is a symbiote. And
So,
he can
like,
he can stop, like he had a part in stopping Carnage. Like
okay.
Carnage can control all the other symbiotes because he's tied to the more evil symbiote god thing.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh yeah. So Carnage was back. The coolest thing about Carnage being back is that he bonded with Cletus Cassidy again. Cletus Cassidy's dead. He bonded with his corpse. I thought that was dope. So you could see like skeleton parts coming out of him. You could see his like part of his spine is just
Gross.
Cassidy's corpse.
Gross.
So but the Carnage symbiote's so insane. It just thinks it was like he's bonded back with his host, but it's just a rotting corpse. Just
my gosh.
basically a skeleton. I thought that was awesome.
Wow.
So this is just the symbiote, really though, but it thinks that it's both. It's so weird.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry.
Couldn't you see though, like Agent Venom making his way into the MCU that way, or Venom making his way into the MCU that way?
I don't know if they would. I don't know. I don't know if they would even bother with Agent Venom, because Agent Venom was kind of like, how can we make Venom popular again?
Yeah.
And then that just eventually made it, led to bringing the real Venom back.
Yeah.
So what's the point? Because Agent Venom was just so fans could have the Venom symbiote again.
Mm-hmm. But I mean,
with it being purely good.
Even if it is the Agent Venom, he could still turn into the original Venom.
Yeah,
he
could look like that.
Venom, just like it could just depend on like how mad he gets, just like the Hulk.
That's true. It look more Spider-Man like.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I really wish we could get Spider-Man in that symbiote together.
Oh, dude, that Black Spider-Man.
Because that just looks great.
Yeah.
It's a great costume, and that gives the Venom the powers.
Yep.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Before, if anything superhero related came out, I'd go see it.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it wasn't if it was just based on a comic book, I'd go see it. At
Daredevil with Ben Affleck.
Dude, I was into it.
You were into it?
I loved it. I loved it.
What is wrong with you?
There's good shit. There's good shit, dude. I think it's because I love Daredevil so much, and it was like, oh, finally, Daredevil.
Yeah.
Finally, other people know who Daredevil is, know?
Mm-hmm.
And again, Ben Affleck is not a bad superhero. He's the best Batman.
He really is.
So
yeah, better than Christian Bale. And even the thing is, like,
because Christian Bale's a better actor, but
with Batman, anyone can be Batman, dude.
No,
anyone can be Batman if it's written right.
I don't think so.
What? Christian Bale's Batman really wasn't that great if you think about it.
No, I think he was perfect. I think
Where is he?
I think he was perfect.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
It's just the voice. Think about it. You have a voice thing because you hate Tom Hardy because of his voice, but we're done professionally.
We're done professionally. All right.
But and you hate Christian Bale because
good for you.
Good for you. But he's like, but you hate him because of the Batman voice. But he's a good.
I don't hate Christian Bale
for that universe. That's a good Batman.
Yeah,
it's the universe that's
fine.
built around them.
But if you literally could interchange Christian Bale with anyone.
I think I don't think so. I don't think so. He carries Batman Begins.
You could literally
that's
put
how the universe
any
started.
good actor as Batman, and it would still play out the same.
No, because Christian Bale has a very specific Christian Bale is Batman.
Time.
You son of a bitch. He is not. No, you couldn't just put anyone in that role. He has a certain Bruce Wayne quality about. He has this look about him, and that he was the fan casting for Batman for years.
Christian Bale?
Yes. And then he got it.
Yeah.
Because
he's a good actor.
Well, yeah, and he looks like Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? Bruce Wayne has this certain look, and he can be varying size of person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all the people that have played him have that look. I don't know what it is. They've done a good job. I think Robert Pattinson's going to be a great Batman.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a great young Batman.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is what Batman are you playing?
But when I think about
it's what
Robert
Batman are you doing?
Pattinson, if I looked at Robert Pattinson, I wouldn't even think of him as being Batman.
Really? Because I wanted him to be Batman when I saw Twilight with my wife.
You said that?
No,
you said that out loud, or was it until they were like they?
It wasn't
casted
Twilight.
him?
It wasn't Twilight. It was like the end of the Twilight saga, and I had to keep going to see
series
that
is
shit,
garbage.
you know. But then I
So
saw
bad.
I saw him in a different movie, and I was like, oh, he's good.
Yeah.
You know. And then in that movie, I don't know what it was, but I wanted to be Batman, and so when
You said that to yourself
and Natalie.
before they announced him. Whatever.
He was one
I
of my
don't
Batman.
believe you.
Look at his look at how he looks. I think it's just an eyebrow race thing to look like Bruce Wayne. Because even like Michael Keaton, he has a good look for Batman, but he plays it well too. That's the most important part.
I don't know.
I don't think Christian Bale as Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy is replaceable.
Yeah,
I think anyone else in that role would have fucked it up.
No, I don't think so.
I think it would have thrown off the universe.
I'm trying to think,
because we never, if Batman he carries Batman Begins because he's just perfect for it, and it was written for him. So it's like he is perfect for it. That's who Christopher Nolan wanted. Like he was like, no, it has to be this guy, and then they brought him in, and he weighed like 100 pounds because he was in that movie The Machinist, where he lost all that weight, and they were like, this fucking guy can't be Batman. And so he told him to gain weight, and he came back too big.
Yeah.
And they were like, he can't fucking be. But then they trusted. He's like, he can cut himself down and be fine, you know. And they trusted him because he wasn't very famous at the time. Christian Bale wasn't like a household name.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean,
and he was one that like, oh yeah, I wanted him to be Batman,
but I didn't really popular.
I didn't know who he was until he was cast as Batman,
dude.
And then I went back from there.
Do you
didn't know who you did not know who Christian Bale was in 2008? No, 2005.
2005.
That's Batman Begins.
Christian Bale, wasn't he?
2008 is Dark Knight.
What was he before that? What movies was he in before that?
American Psycho.
Yeah, American Psycho. I knew him from American Psycho.
You knew those movies and like, oh, these are great. You didn't think about Christian Bale as a person.
Bale was from.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Nope.
Yeah, dude, I actually really like American Psycho.
No, I think it's a piece of shit. But it's not that
you
good.
Son of a bitch.
We were already versing.
We're versing on the verses.
You can't verse on a verse.
We verse on a verse when you verse.
You can't verse on a verse.
You can hey, we make up rules as we make up rules. Okay,
some of us do. No, dude, you were like, oh, I love Newsies. That's what you like. I love that guy from Newsies.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
He was like a kid. Christian Bale was a kid actor. He was like a kid in Newsies.
You could have put Zac Efron.
No, dude,
in
Zac Efron
in the new Batman instead of Patterson, and it would have been good. It would still be turn out the same way. I think.
I don't think so.
You could put Matt Damon in the Bat.
Fuck no, you can't. You son of a, nope. Damon.
Matt Damon.
Damon is a good actor. I don't think he would be a good Batman.
Oh,
he looks awful for Batman. First of all, he's not. Do you know what's weird? He's not handsome enough. First of all.
Okay. All right.
He's not.
That's kind of messed up.
But Zac Efron,
beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Doesn't have the right like acting mentality to be Batman either. He's not good enough. He's not dramatic enough. He doesn't come from. I don't know. I don't think he'd be that good.
Bradley Cooper.
He would 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
He would, but that's what I'm saying.
10 years ago, Bradley Cooper could play.
If he was to do Batman Begins,
no, he would suck in that movie.
Oh my god,
he could not have done. It's Batman
directed
Begins
by Christopher Nolan.
It doesn't matter. Then if they rewrote the movie, fine. But that doesn't like if I rewrote anything. Bradley Cooper would have and think of who he was back then too. He wasn't a good actor back then. He would have been a piece of shit as Batman. It would have ruined the whole fucking movie. You can't just say
with the director,
Bradley Cooper,
the director
who's as good as he is now.
Christopher Nolan.
It doesn't matter because even Katie Holmes is bad in Batman Begins.
She's not a great actor though.
Neither was Bradley Cooper. You can't say that he's good now, so he would have been good in 2005
but, see,
when
that's
he
the thing,
sucked.
though. That's what I'm saying.
Hang over Bradley Cooper as the Batman.
Well,
fuck you.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
It would have ruined the movie.
No.
It would have ruined the movie.
Because the thing is,
no one except Christian Bale would have been perfect. It was the perfect
Christian
thing.
Bale.
Think of how big those movies got. It was the perfect casting for the perfect role at the perfect time. And then 3 years later, same fucking thing happened. And that's why those movies are billion-dollar movies because it happened twice.
Yeah,
because they had it with Batman.
I still think
and then
that
he got even overshadowed even more by fucking Heath Ledger in the next
Christian Bale's acting though in those movies is
awesome in the first one.
It's so basic.
Not in the first one.
It's him doing Christian Bale.
When's the last time
you
saw Batman Begins?
It's been a bit.
Yeah, you don't watch that, huh?
Yeah, no. I go straight to not Rise.
To Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight.
Batman Begins is the best Batman movie. Period. The Dark
You son of a bitch.
You can't verse on a verse on a verse. No, listen. No, this is why. This is why I say this. Batman Begins is the best Batman movie.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight's a better movie.
Yeah.
But it's not. Batman, not really the parts of that movie that you love, is he? You love the Joker. You love the Two-Face tragedy. You love some of the Batman's imagery and stuff, but he's not the main thing you love. You love the Joker, and it's like, and the filmmaking. It's the Joker in the filmmaking. Yeah, and Michael Caine.
Some people.
I'm trying to do a Cockney accent. It's like the hardest accent.
Hold on. You do it. You do your Michael Caine.
This is Michael Caine.
Oh shit! Oh, Michael Caine, is that you?
Yes.
Wait.
But no. So Batman Begins.
Wait, hold on. I want you to read this quote in your Michael Caine.
Because I can't do it.
You need to do it.
I gotta, Michael Caine. Because some men aren't looking for anything logical. I can't do it.
Just do it.
Like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, and negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Michael Caine. I can't do it.
Wait. We have something for that.
Uh-oh.
We got that. All right, and then. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
They're still laughing. It's that funny. All right. Okay. Quiet down. Chill out, people. Chill out.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, it was good.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
I like cream and sugar
What?
with my coffee. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Burn. Some men just want to watch. I can't do it.
It's close.
I think I probably could have done better if I had watched that movie more recently.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. I haven't watched that movie in years.
Yeah.
It's one of the best movies of all time, but I watched
it's so good.
I watched it raw. Like
what does that mean?
You know what it means. But
put it into my butt, Sam.
But like, dude, I watched it so much that I can't anymore. I just can't fucking do it. I have to wait years.
That's what I'm saying.
10 years to
Same
watch
here,
that fucking
dude.
movie.
I haven't watched The Dark Knight in, I don't know, it's probably been like 4 years.
I'm that way with the whole trilogy because I know the third one isn't as good, but it's not as bad as people make it out. And
it's not bad.
And everyone loved it at the time.
It's not bad.
It's
not as good as the Dark
middle
Knight.
one. Yeah. But it's awesome. And it's a great, it's a smart ending.
And Tom Hardy's not in that movie.
But it's a smart ending. to the movie because it ties back to the League of Shadows. That's where Batman in that universe is Batman. That's where he came from.
Yeah.
He's one of the ninjas,
Yeah.
He's the best of them. And then the other one is Bane.
Yeah.
So whatever. Maybe Talia. We don't know much about her.
Oh, I
It's
wanted
just
to
like
show
a
up.
quick twist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was in it.
She was the main villain.
She's one of that.
It turned out Bane was just a henchman.
Yep.
For Talia. Mm-hmm. And then Bane's like built up so much, and then he fights him one more time, and then Catwoman shoots him. He's dead. It's like, okay, they probably could have killed Bane in a better way, or not killed him. Because they made him all sympathetic and sad at the end too, where it's like it showed that he saved her when she was a little girl in that prison, and he got base wrecked from it, and then she's like trying to fix his mask, and he's looking at her crying, and he gets blown away. Right when you Catwoman just rolls in. Fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. I feel like that Batman was built too much for Christian Bale. No one could have played it better.
Yeah.
And it was just right place, right time. That's why those movies work. Like everyone in those movies was perfect for it.
Well, I mean,
and I don't think most of them couldn't be replaced. And you couldn't replace Lucius Fox because of Morgan Freeman. I can't do it now.
Morgan Freeman.
No.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Morgan Freeman. Oh, close. It's the southern stuff that it's like. He used to have a southern accent for sure, right?
Do the thong song as Morgan Freeman.
No.
Just do it.
Morgan Freeman. That dong. I can't do it. Anyway, no.
Michael Caine. Doing the thong
That
song.
dong. It'd be like dong, I think.
Tong.
Yeah.
The tong.
Michael Caine. That dong.
Didn't they do a movie together? Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman as the
Dark
Bucket
Knight
List?
trilogy?
No, I mean
Yeah, they're in
no.
dude.
Didn't they do the Bucket List or something? Or was that?
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen that shit.
Oh,
I have no idea.
yeah, I can't remember.
Fuck.
Hey, if you thought we were going to talk about Venom, guess
not.
what? We don't do that here.
Fuck Venom.
We say we're going to talk about something and we don't talk about it.
can't.
Okay? That's how we roll, baby.
I just can't.
That's
can't
what we
with this movie,
do.
dude. I just couldn't do it with this movie.
We said everything we had to say about it, to be honest. That's so much.
Dude,
there's not a lot.
Okay,
you can
I actually
say.
have one more thing.
Okay.
There's that scene. Wait, what's the bad guy's name?
Riot?
Riz Ahmed plays.
Oh, Drake.
Yeah, Riot.
Something
Yeah,
Drake.
Okay, yeah. They have that class of kids that come to. Dude, listen, and that
I know what you're talking about.
The little girl says something, and she gets made fun of.
She's
and then
asking a
he
question.
goes to her and he's like, never be afraid to be the smartest one or ask questions. And then he walks away. He doesn't fucking ask her what she was going to ask. He just left, bro. Why say that to her and then not take her question?
Yeah.
So he's still like, never let him keep you down. Go fuck yourself. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why didn't he go, never be afraid to be the smartest one or whatever? And then
What's your
what were you
question?
going to say,
Yeah.
sweetheart? No, he just leaves. That was his big moment. Fuck him, dude.
Yeah, you hey,
But I
guess
feel like
what?
that
You
wasn't-
you can never trust men. That's just the story of this.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can't trust men because
God.
they'll gaslight you. They'll tell you to be better, and then they'll just do what men do.
Yeah.
Just straight up gaslight.
You know what men do. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wrote that down in here too because I thought
Really?
it was so silly.
What the fuck? He didn't take a question. Like, I can't tell if they were trying to, like, I know they were trying to make him like, oh, he's a little bit sympathetic. He
Yeah.
might have he has a soft spot for kids, whatever.
Nope.
But he didn't take her question. So is that bad writing? Or was it a weird idea they had to be like, oh, he's aloof?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they were that smart.
Yeah.
I think it was just bad writing. I don't think
Oh.
they thought about it.
Yeah, the whole
didn't think
movie is so
about
bad.
anything.
They're just like, how can we make it kind of look cool?
Yeah.
You know what? They didn't even do that, to be honest.
No, dude, there's some cool stuff. Venom, I would say this. Venom looks okay. I don't think he looks
Yeah.
great.
No, I
think
agree.
his face looks great.
Yeah.
He has a great face. I don't need the rows of teeth, but whatever, it's cool. But oh my God, dude. Like, the body,
Yeah.
I don't like that it has toes.
Does it have toes?
Yeah, dude. In the
Of course.
movie.
Well-
Because in the comics, he doesn't. It's more like, cut off like a boot.
I guess it makes sense
But
because
it makes perfect sense.
he's making,
But then he's just covering Eddie, so if Eddie's wearing shoes, which
Yeah.
he is,
yeah.
just shaped like that.
Well, I
but
mean, like,
whatever.
it gives him a reason to, like, dig his toes
his
and his claws and the thing.
Yeah, if they gave him Spider-Man powers, I wouldn't have to fucking do that.
Yep.
Anyway.
Jump.
Pussy. Yeah, pussy. At that fucking elevator.
Yeah,
that was great. That was good.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I liked them talking to each other. I liked some of the imagery, and some of the action scene with the SWAT team was dope.
Yeah. What'd you rate it?
Like a 5, because it's not bad or good.
Yeah.
I'd
rate it a 4.
Oh, you think it's bad?
I think it's bad, but it's... I mean,
thought it was medium.
The 4 literally is just because I enjoyed the Venom interactions.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
about it. That's like what?
This is
1/10 of that movie.
This is why I go above a 4 and make it so it's not a bad movie. It's just the fucking copy. I loved it. I was like, oh, that's I was so pumped.
Make it that, like, give it a 5 or
you
it's
can't.
not.
That
You
bumped
just-
it up.
What?
A scene in a
4,
movie
hey.
can bump it up because if a scene in a movie can't bump the score of a movie, then what are you basing your score on?
Because
a scene,
the
a movie's
thing
just
is,
a bunch of scenes.
you are giving a number increment for 1/100th of a movie.
But I'm talking about, I like that whole action scene. And I love how it starts and how it ends. That's not 100th of the movie. That's a big.
No, I'm talking.
That's a big fight.
What were you talking? I thought you meant that just
the
exchange.
one word. No,
Yeah.
no. I like the whole thing. Like that.
See,
and then
that's
into
why
the fight
that's why I'm giving it
made
a 4.
me go. Uh-huh.
It's because the fighting scenes or the Venom scenes. That was the
I
core
thought some of the riot,
movie.
the riot getting here scenes make no sense,
0 cents.
but they're made better than the rest of the movie. Like,
Yeah. He
they're
just murders
shot
people.
better.
Yeah.
And
He just
they're-
goes to
they're
a
a
fish
little
market in
creepy,
Malaysia and just murks
Something
people for no
about it.
reason.
Yeah.
Starts crap for no reason. Eats an eel for no reason. Well, I guess he was hungry. I don't
You know what? Do you know what?
Don't do it.
I have had you
Oh, okay.
up your score from what I've said. I'm going to a 4.
Thank
Because
you. Thank you.
Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know what brought it down? It was that scene brought it to a 5 for me. But the fucking Sideshow Bob wig on on Woody Harrelson at the end brings it down to a 4.
Oh,
dude.
man.
That wig is a whole point.
There will be carnage.
There will be, and and his line too.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourself, dude.
So stupid.
Don't have him say the word carnage before he's in the suit. Like,
Yeah, dude.
before he's
It's so
bonded.
cringe.
That doesn't make any sense.
So cringe.
I hate that. That's like that. What in a different like scene earlier? If Eddie's like, "Oh, there's gonna be Venom." Okay. I know. And also, I assumed that there would be a Carnage movie next.
Yeah, uh-huh.
What else would you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could have just literally
They can
not
do,
even
like,
had.
anti-venom and shit later, but like, 'cause there's places to go.
Yeah, they could have just.
But you have to go
just
Carnage
had,
first.
Had Eddie get like the letter or talk to somebody, say, "Oh, you need to meet with Cassidy." You know what I mean? Like, or interview Cassidy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
Well,
That's what you had to
I
do.
thought it was nice to have Woody
Harrelson show
Harrelson
up?
in it and
Why?
solidify that he's going to play it. You know, not just hear that he's signed on. I
Yeah.
like seeing like, no, he played him and he's going to play him again. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But write a different line. You know, have him say what he says in the trailer for the new movie when he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Eddie, I've missed you so much," and he looks so creepy. That's it.
Yeah.
Why was that not in this movie?
Yeah.
And then in the Carnage movie, he says there will be carnage because that's what the fucking movie's called.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The movie's called Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah.
It's a terrible name.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think There Will Be Carnage is a better name. If you're gonna do a sentence as a fucking as a subtitle, Let There Be Carnage. I guess
Yeah.
we'll see how. If the movie's violent enough, then sure.
Yeah.
If it pays off that
Well, I
title,
mean,
do you think it's gonna pay off that title?
The trailer kind of made it seem like it because it looked like he had like he's pretty much Riot, essentially. Riot kind of did what Carnage does, with the blades and all that stuff.
I know. Carnage is just
Riot,
he's
but red.
the red one.
Yeah, kind of lame.
He's the most important one, though. Like, Venom and Carnage are the two.
Yeah.
They're the ones that have endured.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that fucking Riot and Toxin, and that's a real one. They're not I don't think they're even in the comics anymore. I think they're dead.
Good. You can only do so much with, like, symbiotes.
She-Venom?
Is that her name?
Yeah, at one point. No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, geez.
She's still she's part of the story, but I think she's dead. Like, she's talked about in flashbacks. She's the mother of Eddie's child.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason that the kid is like, I guess he's a symbiote.
Yeah.
But he looks human. But he's a symbiote. I haven't seen his full powers yet, though.
Yeah, okay.
We don't know what he is. He's a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good... dude, the story's so dope. One of the main people, I know he's doing something evil, but he hasn't done it yet. That where I'm at is a character called the something.
The something.
He's not the leader. The leader's a Hulk villain who's smart. He's not the leader. I can't fucking remember his name, dude. Damn it. But it's Reed Richards from the Ultimate Universe. He's evil as fuck. And
we'll have to do a Fantastic Four.
But he's covered in
episode.
the Ultimate version of this Venom symbiote. He controls it. The Ultimate Comics Venom. And he can't be controlled by the other symbiotes because in the Ultimate Comics, that's not an alien. They made it in a lab. Okay. So he has a symbiote, but it's different. It's really weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Yeah, it's Venom. He's wearing it is the Venom symbiote.
I think on that one, we're going to end this episode. We're kind of running it a little late.
Yeah.
But if you enjoyed this, we're on all platforms now. Check us out. And
Sam.
It's the symbiote.
Sam, put it in my butthole.
Sam, this is Optimus. This is Optimus Prime. I like things in my butt.
To all the Autobots across the stars,
All humankind.
please put it in my butt.
They all spark. I don't want to do it, Optimus.
Sam.
Optimus.
It's okay, Sam. Don't tell your parents. This will be our little Autobot secret.
That's so creepy, dude.
Don't tell the Witwickies.
Yeah. Fucking Witwickies. Michael Bay. Anyway.
God. Yeah.
We have to do the Transformers movies because I haven't seen Bumblebee yet, but I heard it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I heard
I haven't seen it yet.
And I watched the opening. Awesome. It's the war on Cybertron, bitch. Yes.
Duh.
Cybertron.
Why are we so...
We did it.
We're so bad.
But at least we end the episode knowing Cybertron.
Cybertron.
Cybertron. Right. Unicron is a bad guy.
All right. We'll check you on the next one.
Peace.